see y'all as the competition, but if you go against me, you the opposition. But if you wanna test to look like you could close the distance, I'ma give it A forever since you're so persistent. With you, I'm just practicing, cause I'm back to back, let's get back to winning. As a matter of fact, I'm not that forgiving, cause you did this to yourself, that's a bad decision. I don't see no one in front of me, you is a ghost, you ain't got a soul. Whoa, always say that they gon' come for me, knowing they won't, they doing the most. Whoa, chasing my, gotta get already, not selling my, you on the, y'all moving, ready to, whoa. When I talk like this, don't blame me. I know I'm bad with it. Go against a goat, that's bad business. All of y'all are jokes so sad with it. To me, you just a ghost, don't get mad with me. Just, it's a my, gotta get already. Not selling my, you on the, y'all moving, ready to, whoa. I'm the main event, ain't no back and forth, let's get it. Heartless energy, yeah. Better get lost, won't get with it. Ain't nobody in front of me. 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 You can try to prove me wrong and try to give respect, but who we looking for if there was no one left? Ain't nobody in front of me. Ain't nobody in front of me. Ain't nobody in front of me. Ain't nobody in front of me.
100 grams.
Frank Bailey. Let's go. Yeah, make it look easy. Hey, stand up guy, on 10 toes. Big body pull up in a Range Rover. I can change the whole game when I say so. I pull up, shut it down, yeah, they know. Running this game ain't a thing for me. I never switched up, no change in me. The only thing changing this season, you go against me, then you know that you tweaking, okay? Cause baby, I'm him, I be on 10. Two-stepping in the party, I do not dance. Watch how I move, make it look easy. Counting up wins, that's part of the plan. Blackmail, taking up my haters a CC. That can't fail, I'm gonna get the reason with repeat. I'm knee deep, need a dub, best that you seek me. I'm too sick, yeah, I know I make it look easy. Easy, yeah. Tell them don't try to play me. Yeah, I'm drippy on the daily. They can never count me out, I know. They can never count me out, I know. I make it look easy, make it look easy. I know. Make it look easy, make it look easy. I know. I make it look easy. Too smooth, I make it look easy. I know we make it look easy. Make it look. I know. Lord, shoot my shot, better play up. Make it look easy, that's a layup. Bad man. Why they wanna be like me, sad man? Too wavy, swallow your pride. All of my guys, call them, they slide. They will oblige. Called them, I told them, you playing with me. Now look, all of them starting to riot. Whoa, When I'm in your city, it's magic. When I'm all in my bag, it gets tragic. When I see what I want, gotta have it. I can't let up, they made me a savage. I can't slow down my foot on the gas, yeah. Going way up from where I was last year. I'ma make it look easy, that's it. I know God got me, ain't got my back. These blessings falling in my lap. I came up, give it all I had. Rep my city, put them on my back. Hit my shots, I don't miss those. Straight up, I'ma let them know I don't fold. Make it look easy and they know. There's only one way for us to go. Can't hold me back, I'm going way up. Tell them they can never play up, no. Ain't no stopping me now, no. Ain't no stopping me now, no. Ain't no stopping me now, no. Yeah, stayed in my lane when they got it, I make it. I know that they mad when I swerve out the lot. Thick in the plot, they did not get the picture when I said I don't fit in a box. Taking they shots, and they know that I ain't missing, and it's up if they hand me the rock. I feel like a Rubik's, cause they confused with how I line it up, I spin in the block. Hey, too easy, get your weight up when you see me. I'm a threat, please don't give me a reason. I'm a vet, yeah, I see through your decence. When I'm done, they gon' pick up the pieces. And you know we ain't losing this season. It's the reason why they hating on me, cause you know that I'ma make it look easy. Ain't no stopping me now, no. Ain't no stopping me now, no. Ain't no stopping me now, no. Ain't no stopping me, I know I make it look easy. Make it look easy. I know make it look easy. Make it look easy. I know I make it look too smooth, I make it look easy. I know we make it look easy. I know, yeah.
I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, turn around now. I just wanna have fun, turn around now. I just wanna turn around, dance, dance. I just wanna around now. I just wanna have fun, turn around now. I just wanna now and turn around now. I just wanna I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance.
like 0 degrees. I'm out the cage, gotta let out the beast. Revolutionary, gotta let out the streets. Locked in the cage, I'ma let out the wake up, get out the sheets. We came for one man, forget that peace. You take the west side, take out the east. I'ma put them in the cage, never let out the
I hear him chat to the noise, move too quick, can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys, man so tough, but man's keep rocking. Just too sharp with the prize, white girls gotta tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan, if you wanna touch me, please use caution, 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 caution,
never win.
lot of them racks. House by the lake, bought that. Opposite the brakes, draw back. Paddock on my wrist, I'ma hit them with a drip. They gon' pay the VIP to get a pic with me. I'm a star, brand new keys to the car. I'm the boss and the king of the czar. Got them so high, so addicted, telling me I'm the only queen of his heart. Guess I let you co-star. If I gotta do it, I'ma do the most. Since they paid to see a show, got the sauce overflow, yeah. If I gotta do it, I'ma do the most. Watching me, they take no, raise a toast to the goat, yeah. If I gotta do it, I'ma do the most. Since they paid to see a show, got the sauce overflow, yeah. If I gotta do it, I'ma do the most. Watching me, they take no, raise a toast to the goat, yeah. If I gotta do it, I'ma be the best. You can bet I got the recipe. Mastermind, creator of this high vibe energy. Only thing I'm loyal to is building a legacy. So quit testing me. Lot of commas in the bank, I'm a provider. Tell the amateurs stay in their lane, ain't no outsider. Bought a mansion in LA, right next to Mariah. Write a song, get filthy pay, price going high, yeah. If I gotta do it, I'ma do the most. Since they paid to see a show, got the sauce overflow, yeah. If I gotta do it, I'ma do the most. Watching me, they take no, raise a toast to the goat, yeah. If I gotta do it, I'ma do the most. Since they paid to see a show, got the sauce overflow, yeah. If I gotta do it, I'ma do the most. Watching me, they take no, raise a toast to the goat, yeah. Yeah. It takes a lot to be the best.
single day I feel it.
Every single day I feel the pressure. Double up the work, let's make it extra. Working so my mother get a rest, yeah. Working like I never knew I'm blessed, yeah. Every single day I feel the pressure. Diamonds in my eyes, I know I'm special. In the gym, I gotta get my reps up. In the gym, I gotta get my work in. I can't leave it all the chances, make it certain. Yeah, I had to lose it all to find my purpose. Yeah, but I won't do that twice, it made me nervous. Let's get to work in. I'm like check one, check two, gonna get these bands now. Want this, want that, gotta be stand up. Jokes on you, boy, tell me you the man now. Every single day I feel the pressure. Double up the work, let's make it extra. Working so my mother get a rest, yeah. Working like I never knew I'm blessed, yeah. Every single day I feel the pressure. Diamonds in my eyes, I know I'm special. In the gym, I gotta get my reps up. In the gym, I gotta get my reps up. Yeah. In the gym, I gotta get my reps up. Okay, I'm him. Ain't nobody help me shooting in the gym. It's always been on me, I always gotta boom. Everybody eat before I got my fill. Ooh, keep it real, ooh, yeah. I got my family in a plan B. If I don't get it, then we don't eat. I feel the pressure when I'm not weak. My demons coming like a stampede. But trust me, man, I got it. I'm never out of pocket. We ain't never playing tag. You doubters are just nodding. Only seeing green, no wonder why I never stop it. And while you turning up, I just go up, I'm like a rocket, yeah. While you turning up, I just go up, I'm like a rocket, yeah. Pressure make diamonds. Every single day I feel the pressure. Double up the work, let's make it extra. Working so my mother get a rest, yeah. Working like I never knew I'm blessed, yeah. Every single day I feel the pressure. Diamonds in my eyes, I know I'm special. In the gym, I gotta get my reps up. In the gym, I gotta get my every single day I feel the pressure. Working so I gotta get my reps up. Every single day I feel the pressure. In the gym, I gotta get my reps up.
I can't help but these, cause they know they can never touch these. So baby, let me talk my shit, or I might just go another feed. You know I can't help but these, cause they know they can never touch these. So baby, let me talk my shit, or I might just go another feed.
Yeah. Look, back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed. I told them all I can let up. They get not tired of me never. Give me a shot and I swear I shoot like Berettas. Yeah, yeah. They getting nervous, I seen it. What I seen, you wouldn't believe it. They say they want it, I need it. Damn, I'm going dumb like I dropped out of class. Get in my lane and I'm going right past. I turn it up, watch me go to the max. You ain't it first and you know that you last. I thought I told them I'm coming right back. I got a flows like it came from the tap and I came from my city, this right on my back. Back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed. I told them all I can let up. They get not tired of me never. Give me a shot and I swear I shoot like Berettas. Back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed. I told them all I can let up. They get not tired of me never. Give me a shot and I swear I shoot like Berettas. That's how I shoot. Lately I'm driven like I'm on the road. They in my lane, I got told on the move. Now that I'm popping, got too much to lose. Look at the numbers, got nothing to prove. I'm in the city, just me and my crew. Told me I'm sick and I know that it's true, but I'm still gonna ball, it's like I got a flu. Yeah, run it up, I told them that I'm coming back. So let me get all of that. Time is now, I'm coming around to get a check. Said I need my taxes back. Over time I'm getting mine, so get in line. And it's with no respect. That I told them all about the ball, getting chips. Feeling like Kobe Shaq. Back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed. I told them all I can let up. They get not tired of me never. Give me a shot and I swear I shoot like Berettas. Yeah. Yeah. Look.
What's next for me, Joe? I'm gonna get that second bell. Where the f is it? They should have had them 2 bells ready. Spit shine for me.
Yeah. Head up in the clouds, dog, they saying I look stressed. I've been feeling down, pray to God that I'm up next. Remember when she blew me off, that's why I can't text. Now she call me petty, but I swear I can't forget. This ain't a test. Now they saying that I ball like Jerry West. Coming back for what is mine, can't take no less. I said go and take a shot, so I need your best. And stop the threats, so nobody's into me. I don't got time, I'm not giving the energy. Too many people around me, I'm finicky. I do not mess with you, dog, you're not kidding me. You don't got way too close. I've been up at the top now, so they all wait for the landslide. I seen too many people that switched up, whose man's high. Through it all, I stay the same, I swear to God, I can't lie. Been down so damn low that I came up for my life. They talk way too much on the internet, it's not real life. I swear my fam waiting, I can't lose, and I'm still right. Still right, I swear that I'm working them up till like midnight. It's real life, I got a time and I'm coming to get mine. In time, I cannot lose and I'm coming right inside. I'm in mine, yeah.
Yeah, look, all of my friends going crazy. I gotta brag on myself, I amaze me. I know I'm got something that can phase me. I'm too dope like I'm back in the 80s. Okay, go call me and I'm gon' slide. Pull up with me for a hell of a ride. You need a couple wins, they ain't doing it right. Hit up my line, we gon' turn up the night. I got a lot of wins on my dinner plate. Ain't coming down, gotta levitate. I know my next win is the best one, so I tell them that I'm on to the
On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one.
Look, I don't take no loss, it's simple. I'm a stand up guy, want 10 toes. Looking in the mirror, who better than me? Got their hands high, tell them that I'm out of their reach. I know I want a few M's, so I'm up, making it happen. To the neck laughing. Look, took a few L's, but now I'm way up. You just see they reaction. Whoa, got a lot of wins on my dinner plate. Ain't coming down, gotta levitate. I know my next win is the best one, so I tell them that I'm on to the
On to the next one.
eyes, you seeing victory. We ain't taking L's, death to our enemies. You see the drip on me, you cannot get with me. You cannot stop me. Sit back and watch me straight to the top. When we drop, you better join us. Boy, we hot, money in the bank, yo, we ain't playing. You should've listened when we said we staying. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't got no fear. Sit back and take notes. Cause homie, we get hit. Let's get ready for the rumble. All y'all welcome to the jungle. Hold up, y'all really tryna come at me? Bring it on. Enemies all around. Ready for war now. Standing on this ground. And we will not give up the crown. Fighting till the end. We stay until we win. Y'all better bring it on. Cause this is our battle song. Into the jungle. Into the jungle. Bring it on. What in the world, huh? You all in my nerves, huh? You never return, huh? When you enter in the jungle. Look in your eyes, I'm seeing trouble. You are the champ, but I'm taking that buckle. You a Goliath, but I got the sling. I'm taking your head when I enter the ring. No matter what opposition that you bring, I will be standing cause I am the king. I am the lion, this is my jungle. Like a gorilla, ready to rumble. All out till we take the crown. We ain't giving up, we ain't backing down. We the new money, about to rise up. Time to move over cause your time's up. Way too hungry, never be denied. Pain in my eyes, aiming for the skies. Better sit down, better be humble. Hope you ready into the jungle. It's all around, ready for war now. Standing on this ground, and we will not give up the crown. Fighting till the end, we stay until we win. Y'all better bring it on, cause this is our battle song. Into the jungle. Into the jungle. Bring it on. What in the world, huh? You all of my nerves, huh? You never return, huh? When you enter in the jungle. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't got no fear. We ain't going nowhere. I hope you ready into the jungle. Into the jungle. Bring it on. What in the world, huh? You all of my nerves, huh? You never return, huh? When you enter in the jungle. Yeah, it's heavy. I don't know why they keep sleeping on me, man. Let me wake 'em up. Blow sick, man, I been high. I serve a guy who the dopest, hopeless. What I used to be, now I'm moving packs of that potent pressure. If love is a drug, I need extra. I don't look to people, look to the one who poured and don't even measure. Killing beats give me pleasure. Please call the medic, this beat came to me on a stretcher. In the lab, I step to the mic and feel like I'm Dexter. I'm a man, dark world, but I'm still shining like treasure. Yeah, I got joy like ha ha ha. Wait, and I can't wear smiles, that's fake. Then I'm between love and strong. Hate clock says no time for mistakes. Ring the alarm, sirens go off, but I'm calm. My life resides in his palm. Submit to my pops, respect for my mom. Honor them both, so my life will be long. Third time, hit the charm of the third strike. Had to turn my back on the street like tears come down. Both hands up, thinking about what life will be like. If I never change, might stay the same. Stay playing games. Yeah, end up in a cell, free but a slave, or inside the grave. Used to dive in the pool of the end off. It was me and my bros to the end off. Wasn't blood, but we was still kin off. Was alive, but dead in my send off. I was heading down fast like an asteroid. I had a good heart, was a bad boy. I played girls like they was just toys. Gold was the poker, mine like Blastoise. I would chase girls to use them. I ended up getting used. It's crazy the things that you do will come back around and bite you. That is a mouthful to chew. Try not to choke. Life ain't a joke. Why everyone hitting the snooze? Sleeping on me, it's time you get woke, my God.
let's hit the dance floor. Don't work too hard, might break a backbone. Return of the Mac, the king is back though. Corvette and cash, I never lack those. She saw the stone, you know how that go. Fatality, my diamonds that cold. Versace trunks, I hit my backstroke. Knock on the door, she at the back row. All I really take is a little taste. Island girl, blue eyes with a little bass. Here for the thrill, I don't need a chaser. Wanna vibe at the getaway. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, I got the semi-4 weight. Don't step out the line like this a probate. You hit the line and try to locate. This for the time, got time for no day. One, too many, I'm going. Too crazy and I got bad ones and they ready. A good time, so now it's in the whip we left at. Can't remember anything, but I know we got lit. Good times, live in the moment, feel like summertime. Obsessed with nature, not a world mine. The room is spinning, but I feel fine. Oh my. Chandelier, limousines. Really think I'm seeing things. Read the line in between. Yellow light, I gotta speed up. Get home to a cold shower. Need that pronto. Look like a rave at the condo. Heck of a night in Toronto. She said, boy, you in Morocco. Pearl white mention in the South Gold. Fill up my cup with the pop, whoa. High off life in the spot, though. Running up the visa, really talking to a real life Mona Lisa. Jesus pieces hanging off the fleecer. So much going on, it's hard to focus on the features. I got too many, I'm going. Too crazy, and I got bad ones and they ready. A good time, so now it's in the whip we left at. Can't remember anything, but I know we got lit. Good times, live in the moment, feel like summertime. Obsessed with nature, not a world mine. The room is spinning, but I feel fine. Oh my, oh my. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Main roads gonna start going way on.
I heard they checking for me, no one checking on me, so I had to go run up a check. I got the message on me, ain't no flexing on me, my attorney gon' call and collect. Blessings on blessings for me, my successes only made them envious, they got upset. I had to put all their egos in check. I want the money, the power, respect, and I heard you know so-and-so, you not a threat, cause I really know so-and-so. They like my family, so they go pretend that they cool till they bust at your motherfucking chest. I'm getting gutter, my flow been like butter, my check in the bank. They see the number, all of my haters feel one of two ways. Really upset that they show some respect. I can't even think about it, I've been up, so read about it. No beat around it, straight to it, no ring around it. You coming for me, we'll see about it. We'll never see it when I kick my feet up. 100 meters where I run the fee up, and go ka-ching and I'm on a pia. I had to re-up on a reel, so you stay defeated, and put it back into the bit, cause I don't really need it. I heard they checking for me, no one checking on me, so I had to go run up a check. I got the message on me, ain't no flexing on me, my attorney gon' call and collect. Blessings on blessings for me, my successes only made them envious, they got upset.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Finals Masters Series. We are here for the 2024 Road to Worlds and this is the last chance qualifier number 1. That's a lot of words and we'll go through what that means. But before we do that, let's introduce ourselves. I am Jerry, sometimes Jerry the Music Man, just Jerry down here for today, and Rio over here on my right. Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
Everybody,
how you doing, Rio?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm feeling fantastic. We've got a lot of the finals to get through today. 2 whole best of 5 series to determine 2 slots that will go through to the Worlds in a couple of months' time, November. So that's 1 month's time. Oh my god, it's creeping up on us, isn't it?
Right?
Yeah. So 12 teams already booked into those into that event out of 16, but this is the last chance. These two events, this weekend and in 2 weeks' time, to get a spot at Worlds. 2 teams play, or 3 teams play today. Only 2 of them can go through. So Rio, are you excited? There's lots to change, isn't there? There's so much to be excited about.
I'm really excited. I think that one of the things we were talking about earlier is that we haven't seen these teams. These are pretty new to us, so these are people that have come out of the woodworks and have decided, hey, let me give a tournament a chance. And I'm just excited to see new people from the community, to see how they play. And then, like you said, lots of big changes as well. There's some changes to our rule set, mainly that the class limitation is no longer here. So if you want to run 2 heavies, you can. There is a slight change in that you are limited on the specializations. So there is only 1 specialization per team. So if you can only run 1 healing beam or only 1 charge and slam. But I think that these mix of changes and bringing in new people, it's just really what I want to see today.
And there's another big change, and we're going to talk about it right now because the map veto has been brought up in front of our eyes. You may notice we have all 7 maps now in rotation. But that hasn't stopped people from still hating Kyoto. Kyoto, the first one to be banned, followed by Cis Horizon. And in case you're wondering, the teams that are banning here, this is Mops versus Sky Gods. Sky Gods with the beautiful logo there, I have to say. And the other team is just called Mops. Just Mops. So if this was a battle of style, I don't know. Actually, it's quite close now that I think about it. I do like Mops as a name.
Yeah, I keep wanting to see Moops. I don't know why. I want to add another O in there. It's like something close to something that I've heard before, but I don't know. So we have Mops and Sky Gods. And coming into the band picks, they did ban Kyoto and Cis Horizon. Looks like our first match will be on Las Vegas. Then we move to Seoul. And the Tiplet went
Skyway,
away, so...
Monaco, and Fortune Stadium.
Look
I wrote
at that
them down
memory.
beforehand.
Good job. Yep.
There you go.
Nice.
I had already written them down. So yeah, Vegas, Seoul, Skyway, Monaco, and Fortune. We may not get to see Monaco or Fortune Stadium because, of course, this is a best of 5. First to 3 maps could do it. 1 team could do it in 3. But for entertainment purposes, I kind of hope they don't. I really hope we get to see Fortune Stadium, because that is the newest map in the game.
Yeah, I love that new map. I think that it's awesome. I think that it's really well designed. It took a lot of the best parts from some of the other maps and put it in there. And I think, in my opinion, it's a really competitive map. So I'd love to see how it plays out, but we'll have to see if we get there because it looks like we're hopping right into it.
Oh, baby. Look at this tasty new overlay we've got. And we have to give a little shout out to Waltz Cast, who's hopping on in here to observe for the very first time for Breakout Esports. Thank you very much for joining us, Waltz. I'm very much looking forward to him. He's a bit of a demon on the sticks, does a lot of observing, runs his own tournaments as well. So yeah, very excited to see him here. We are here on Vegas, and it looks as though the Pink squad have taken the high ground here to start us off.
So... Box. I'm not sure how to pronounce that whole name.
Box, yeah. That's Sky Gods.
That is the Sky Gods team, and they will be running the Pink today. Looks like they've got a nice setup on top of the building. They're jumping down. I'm wondering why they're losing the high ground. Just holding out for that cash box, just waiting to see it get open, maybe move a little bit. They are playing really close together as a team, so it's a good way to see them start off.
Interesting as well that the colours are... There's no blue team here, which I'm very used to seeing a blue team at some point. But yeah, so we've got orange and pink facing off against each other here. Orange is Mops. And it looks as though Mops have taken control of this cash box. They're taking it straight towards B as the first port of call. I do like this room for holding. It gives you a lot of options to play around it and force your opponents to have to search you, to scout you out before they engage. And it looks as though Samplebox and Co. on Sky Gods are staying true to their name, going from above.
Yeah, and we do see the setup. Interestingly enough, this is just taking a really long time for any... Starting to kick off now. Getting great shots off with that shotgun. Oh, the DMAT threw it up. Yep. Blocked him and threw him off. Look at that. He's having trouble just getting in there. But it looks like Toucan goes down from Replica. And
great play by our picker there, and he does manage to get the res as well. And this is looking like they're in a good spot, but Quiz is disconnected or something. I have no idea what's going on here. Why?
Yeah.
Is he just confused perhaps at the fact that our Pika was standing by himself. Oh, was that the last one? Yes, that was the last life. Just basically trying to waste as much time as possible by leaving him alone.
Yeah.
That's a bit cruel.
Well,
I was very confused there for a moment.
He can't run, he can't kill himself anywhere on this map, so it's
Exactly.
basically, yeah, they were playing with him. That is one of the interesting things that happens when you get down to the last player.
Yeah, I was caught off a little bit there. I'm not getting too much sound through on my end, so apologies for that. But we will have that sorted anyway soon enough. Here comes the last chance saloon here for Mops as they come surging in. They have maybe one opportunity to go for the fight here. But this HHM comp obviously has so much staying power, but they've really boxed themselves back in there and taken a lot of damage for it. Down goes one. Demon finds another kill, and it's a 2 versus 0 here as they do manage to get the clean wipe, and they will get the steal successfully. Mops.
Just in time. Yep. They were able to come in there and just grab it. That was an interesting push. They were able to get the clean kills. It's weird to see how they're playing because it seems like Mop is just kind of playing a little separated and they kind of converge together, and that's kind of what we saw kill after kill. So good steal, good change, and the first cash out is done.
That it is. Alright, so Mop's now in a bit of control, so they move towards the next vault. They have tapped it. And we see they are running them medium light. I was not expecting this as well from the teams, as you know, so much has opened up to us in terms of possibilities of what you can run. We see plenty of heavies about as well, given that kind of reduction of class limits. But yeah, Mop's really going in with this aggressive stance, and the DMAT as well is their choice over the turret. Very interestingly. So yeah,
I think it's a great choice, honestly. I mean,
it's opened up so many doors, hasn't it? This new
yeah. And I mean, it's going to be weird for us not to see heavies in here because it is just such a critical, way to like submit your team around one player. And now you get to, and I guess that's why they were playing a little looser and then converging together instead of like anchoring on one spot. We do see Cash Out C getting started. And it does look like the Sky Gods are the ones holding it. They are getting pushed pretty hard. Still, it goes down. And we are watching the enemy team just kind of get picked away. Yep, that is great shots from the shotgun. One more connected, and Sam goes down.
And that's
that is
wipe.
A team wipe. Yep.
Fantastic work again from Mops. They're showing us what this MML comp, a very rarely seen thing, can be doing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just excited because this is not a team comp that we've seen in play ever, really. I think we've seen HML, we've even seen Triple Light. But now with this lifting of the class limits, despite the fact that, double heal beam was arguably one of the only reasons you'd want to bring double mediums before, we're seeing the DMAT and just the general double medium work out quite well for this team so far. Sample Box and Basilia both on heavies right now, and they're looking to bring down the box and make a play from beneath it.
Yeah, they've got plenty of time. I see them kind of planning their strategy. Using that red barrel, I think they're going to start the explosion. We do see that the enemy team is a little bit of ways away, so there's the engagement.
Ooh, that's a big hit there, as it might drop a player down through the shaft, and that leaves them out of the fight for a little bit. They can turn and face the players behind them. There is that straight orange who's managed to lurk beneath, but no, that engagement is not strong enough. They decide to fall back and find a second opportunity, but the box drops down. It's got to be now or never, Rio.
Yep, and I love that drop. It falls down far, and we see that they can still have an overhead view of it. And I think that they have enough view
cover.
Yeah.
Oh, but the dome shield does go up. That is going to facilitate the steal. They have the mesh shield as well. They are trying to stick this steal. They have to dive in and do something about it, but the body block is so
Did he do it?
efficient. I don't
He
think
didn't.
He did it.
Well,
no, he did it.
wasn't
They
able
got
to
the
stop
steal.
it. Yeah.
They got the steal, and it was fantastic play from Skygods, fully committing, and that is, I suppose, showing the strength of the double heavies there, with the shields completely protecting them, as well as the chunky bodies.
Even after that big of a nerf on the dome shield, it seemed that they planned them kind of perfectly in sequence, and they were able to throw them down. But I think, what is it, 5 seconds each, or something like that, and just by the perfect amount of time. So great team play, honestly, by Mop or Skygods.
I gotta know whether the light on the side of Mops, which is currently Demon, but who's running those glitch grenades or not, is Oh no, this is we're looking at Toucan right now, but we will find out at some point whether he's running those glitch grenades. I haven't really seen any glitches out.
I did
so
see one
far.
glitch hit, but I wasn't sure if that was a barrel or a
Could
grenade.
be a barrel, maybe.
Yeah.
So we'll find out, because a glitch grenade in that situation would have been, you know, ground winning, potentially. But Toucan taken down after a great dive comes in from the Sky Gods, and they are following up on this as well. They get the revive onto Sample Box on the stairs, and they are giving chase against what is possibly the last player. Yep. No, not quite the last player on the side of Mops, but they have at least gotten enough kills to assure themselves control over this box.
Yeah. We do see the res coming in. I believe that it's Toucan who's getting up. Nope, it was Quiz gets revived. And we do see the whole team now is back up. They are still fighting up high. Looks like the cash out is happening at D, a little bit lower, kind of in that restaurant area. And yeah, interestingly that the fight is just still happening up here. You see each team planning, and they are about to start the engagement right now. You can see them from the overhead view. And we can see kind of both teams set up just one level above each other. I do think they're hopping in now. Scylla is hopping around with that RPG, gets a nice damage off.
Despite the nerf, it's still a great engage tool. Sample Box has gone down though, and they have got the res above. Ooh, down goes the Overwatch of Mop's team, and now it's only a 2 versus 1 as they have control of the box and they're fighting against Toucan here. Toucan does go down. That's one fight successfully won by the Sky Gods, and Mops have one chance now, realistically, to try and get this cash out and secure Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to come down to really the wire. There's still 10 seconds left, 5 seconds left now of the respawn. It's going to determine how close they respawn at. They did rework the respawn system lately, so I think there's a good chance we will see one last fight, but this is really where it's all going to come down to.
Time is of the essence.
By Toucan.
Trying to make their way towards the point as quickly as possible. And there you can see we just got a moment of Sky God set up quite far back, hunkered down, leaning on their team's strengths here with all the heavy utility behind those barricades, overlooking the point. I don't think Toucan spotted them behind those barricades either. They have to make a play at some point soon, and in they go, taking heavy flak. Quiz actually comes out looking relatively unscathed, tries to land some shots with the shotgun, but he's gone down immediately there. And they just do not have the staying power. Sky Gods may well have just done enough here with this fortress they have built themselves. Yeah. And there it is, the wipe onto Mops, mopping up the competition. Sky Gods take Vegas.
Yeah, that was an amazing play right at the end. They really did build the perfect word you said, fortress. It was a tough push for them. You see them struggling, and then they were playing really well because they just were playing aggressive. They didn't kind of like push out. They stayed as a team, let the Mops charge them, and I just think that ace play perfectly cemented that first win on Vegas. So wonderful.
So we went into this game not knowing too much about Mops specifically. We knew roughly that Sky Gods were very likely to run this double heavy comp, and they have proven that just now. But Mops in with the LMM comp, the singular lights, and we saw that it can be effective, but both of those points were won by Sky Gods off the back of heavy utility, and it's just, it's so useful when you're playing defense, and even when you're not playing defense, when you're trying to secure that last second steal, as they did on the second point, just to have all of those shields, all those barricades in your arsenal.
Still, goes, yeah, it just amazed me how well they played. I think both teams kind of brought their comp like to the max that we could see. They definitely the light medium, or I'm sorry, light medium, and in the mix with the two heavies, it was just unique to see, and they both seemed oddly pretty balanced, like for the two going against each other. But I do think that having the heavy comp might just have that slight advantage, and I think that's where it's important.
We're getting a couple of flashes here. We've just seen, unfortunately, what looks a little bit like a demon death reel in some places. We're getting to see that he is running that glitch grenade in his primary gadget slot, but he's dying at crucial moments by the looks of things. We saw what happened there. We got a little bit of an insight with the replay on that second point, that he died a little bit before that final steal went through. Had he maybe let his mediums commit, with the, you know, the staying power that they have with the defibs, the ability to chain. Of course, you can't chain a heal anymore, so maybe there's a bit more of a kind of role there where the DMAP player is the one front lining. you still leave yourself in a situation where that one good stun could be game winning, but instead he dies maybe 15 seconds before the cash out is secured, and that leaves him without that playmaking ability. So you've got to really coordinate when you've got that light in your team, knowing that it's not necessarily best for them to be flying in, going for frags all the time, but actually leaning on this huge swing utility that they have, like the glitches, like the stuns, for crucial moments.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think one of the hard challenges as being a light, especially in that last cash out, is that you're just kind of confined into an area, a really small area. So you need to either be on top of the roof looking down, or just if you're inside that kind of bubble, it kind of makes it where you are just an explosion magnet. You know, all of the damage will come to you because they know that you can take you down so easily. And so you have to stay a little hidden, and you do have to play off your mediums and just let them, kind of do the work going in. And then you are the support coming back in to clean up whoever's left. And so we'll have to see if they make any changes in this next map. We should be jumping into it here soon, and we'll see what map are we playing next.
It is Seoul, and this is a Mop's pick. So we just had Sky Gods win their map pick, which is, to be expected, perhaps. But we've seen plenty of series where map picks get traded. And of course, it being a best of 5, you only get to eliminate one at first out of the whole 7 map pools. So you might start to see the map favoring sort of change throughout the series, whether it's people picking their best maps first or leaving their best maps to kind of surge into after a bit of a warm-up. There's different strategies available to you. Either way, it wasn't the most convincing win from Sky Gods there. They did concede 1 cash out of the 3. Mops have shown that they have some resolve, and Vegas and Seoul are 2 very, very different maps. I would argue Seoul is one that perhaps favors lights a bit more than Vegas, where it can get a little bit too claustrophobic at times.
Yeah, and I think that that's going to lead into exactly what they are hoping for. And I'm curious if any changes will happen, if we will see any comp changes, or if they're just going to stick with it for this next match. But yeah, hopefully we'll see more just light gameplay. I remember last time we were here, we were really championing the lights, wanting to see them get in here. But it seems like from what we've seen, I don't know, this is a brand new season and things have changed. Lights might not have that kind of punch that they had previously. So time to change.
The CL40 has kind of affected their confidence a little bit over the course of the first few, the first week or so of the new patch. Either way, we are underway right now in Seoul, and it is still Mops in orange, Sky Gods in pink. In case you're just joining us, we have just seen Sky Gods go up 1 map on Las Vegas in this best of 5, and the winner will make it through to World. So it's all to play for here, Rio, as the first engage comes through. RPG hits, but doesn't make quite the impact they hope for. Basila, though, taken down by the LH1. And it looks as though they're very scathed as well. Oh, doesn't quite land the stun on the pink that he's chasing after, but the hounds are now let loose. And I think it's only a matter of time before Sky Gods are cleaned up in this opening fight. Yep, there we go. That is the confirmation of the team wipe. And Mops will have control over the first box.
Yeah, great start to the map. It does look like we kind of got lucky, and we have a standard issue, clear day. So this is a nice variation to the map. I don't see anything that indicates it's under construction or anything like that. So we've got a nice standard map here in Seoul, but it does look like they're immediately taking it to one of the hardest cash outs to kind of push into, and that's B, right inside the hospital. If you didn't know, that part of what makes this unique is that they can blow it up and stay down, and you are missing kind of that back side to be able to attack from. So you've got the bridge that is still up for now, but I'm sure that that's about to come down as we see them getting set up here. And then it makes it where you have to be funneled through the rooftop on the next side. So it's a very hard place to push, and I would basically put this in, who's the team that has it? I think it's Mops. I think that they're going to get this one without much contention.
But they do have the crane route over the top, which has not been taken down, so this does give them an opportunity to come in from above, as the Sky Gods, obviously, we've seen they like to do. It has forced Mops to retreat down into the safety of the building and re-engage high up, but at the moment, SG are taking the flak as they fall into the center of Mops' crossfire, but they have the control over the site, and the dome shield goes down. They're probably just going to force this steal through. But the DMAT comes through. Great play from Mops there to drop it and buy them a little bit more time, but now Sky Gods are in more cover. They have to worry about this, do Mops, and the steal is successful, but we've traded kills here. One team in 2 and one team in 1, and now goes down Mops, the last player, or last medium, and it's a 1 light against 2 heavies. Unfortunately, it's the 2 heavies that do win. So a successful assault of the hospital. It's not often you see that, but the crane being left up and, you know, that comp just being able to withstand so much flak really made the difference by the looks of things.
Yeah, that crane, that's why you normally see it go down immediately, sometimes even before the bridge, because it is just so powerful. And I love the fact that they are running a zipline as well, because it gives them an opportunity to just jump over. And by the time the Sky Gods made it there, you could see that Mops was just kind of scrambling, because they weren't expecting it. I'm not sure where the breakdown in communication happened, but yeah, that was Sky Gods playing that perfectly in one of the hardest places to push, I think, outside of the elevator in this situation.
And we are seeing some, the first competitive play from the Pike, interestingly enough.
Yeah.
Because we haven't gotten to see much of this. A new weapon that is tearing up every server imaginable. Power shift, quick cache, you name it, like ranked, everywhere, this gun, this DMR for the medium. I said before the season started, if there's a DMR for the medium, which it looked like there would be from the teasers, then I'm probably going to be maining this gun. Strangely, I haven't taken to it just yet.
Oh, really?
I have this kind of thing where I resist the meta no matter what. Unfortunately, little fumble there as he drops maybe a little further than he planned to, but doesn't matter. They regroup on the bottom floor, and Mops, despite having control of this cache out or this cache box, they are going to have to engage fairly soon.
Yeah, and here's the setup, and we just see them kind of waiting. They're not grabbing it, they're just waiting for Mops to push into them, because they know that if they leave this area, they're in an exposed area. And yeah, look at that, the fighting is starting, but Mops is still really spread out, and it might be to their advantage, but I think that the whole regrouping just takes time. And yeah, look at everybody, they're lagging behind this light player.
Some unfortunate missed shots from the LH1 there as well, which makes it a little bit more challenging. Great gateway, though. A lovely steal right from under the noses. But he has left his team behind. Again, that disconnect between the mobility of the light and the, you know, the rest of the medium squads. But it looks as though, in fact, he's abandoned the cache there. He decided that, you know, it's not worth it. He's jumped off the building and decided to regroup with his team, allow that collective spawn so that they can both tackle C together.
Yeah, and I think that's what we're going to keep, talking about today, is that, oh no, they all got blasted. That's amazing.
Move! Keep
orbital lasers, yeah.
Oh, so silly. In case anyone's wondering, in case you've got newer viewers here, orbital lasers will target you if you're standing still. So, stop standing still on the platform.
Yeah, and it's very quick. It's like 2 seconds. If you stand still, it starts coming down. And you have about another second to get out of the way. So it's a fun event. It's usually not that impactful, but it does keep people moving, which I think is a perfect thing in a game like this. So
anyone wondering why they're in play as well? We don't have the facility, unfortunately, at this moment to remove these random things from custom games, even though in ranked we do have the rule set where they are not in play. So maybe it's around the corner, and Bark, we're waiting on you for that. I'm looking forward to it. Anyway,
we do use the quick cache format, so that's important to note instead of the actual ranked format because of the respawns mainly. You just respawn so much quicker, because if we had to wait the 25 seconds, that it isn't competitive, this would just not be fun.
And it allows for 3v3s as well, which is important. So we have the dive coming through. Again, this is under the control of the pink squad. That is Sky Gods, who are ahead in this game so far. But down goes one of them, and down goes another potentially as Demon is raining hellfire upon them. But the res comes through, the stun, and the burst comes through from the LH1. Again, Bacilla taken down a second time in a row, and it's a 2 versus 1, I believe, right now for Mops. No, and they have the opportunity to try and force this steal. Samklebok's the last alive, and he has to go in. He has the red canister to try and force him off the point, but it's not enough, it seems. The steal is being stuck out once again. RPK has been able to use a coin in time, but the steal has been successful, and everyone now up for both sides.
Yeah, and we're basically out of time here, so I think that Mops has this one, as long as they can hold it off for just about 10 more seconds. And we see a lot of fighting and explosions going off near the vault.
I wouldn't speak too soon, because of course Skygods do have that heavy utility to be able to use, but Mops with their whole team up have, of course, the stun guns, have, of course, the glitch grenades to force them off the point, and it's just a matter of time now. It's surely now or never if Skygods want to seal this in 2, and it looks like it's going to be never. Mops successfully taking that second cash out and pushing it all the way once again to 3.
Yeah, and honestly, that cash out station was just in such a weird position. It was in so open in the very middle of that courtyard, and it just made it where if anybody was above you, you just didn't have any cover at all, and that's exactly what we saw. So Mops played that really well in the nice setup, and just kind of keeping that defended. Great steal. We're seeing some great plays right now from some teams I'm not familiar with, and I'm definitely enjoying getting familiar with them.
Absolutely. It's great to see some new teams coming into the fold as well with the LCQs. You know, these are players that haven't necessarily been participating all the way through Masters. Maybe some of them are relatively new to the game. We did have a decent influx of new players, you know, bringing over their skill sets from other games with the release of Season 4. So maybe we have some even newer players in here. This is just, you know, we don't know. So either way, we've got an early death. Demon taking out the light on the side of Mops before this engage can fully begin. And the cash out has, of course, been stuck by that orange team. And now it's a prime opportunity for Skygods to try and stick the steal while they are a man up, and they are successful with it.
Yeah, they just kind of got in there with no contention. I mean, everybody kind of got in, and they didn't even get shot at. They were prepared to throw down that second dome shield, and it wasn't needed. So here we see the steal again, and they're playing it very slow and very just kind of...
Oh, they're quite far away from the point right now.
Yeah.
But they have dropped it very smartly, whether it was by DMAT or other means, not too sure. But down goes the medium. Our picker taken out, and they will have to expend a fair amount of utility here, the heavies, to try and protect this area to secure the res. Thankfully, the charging slam allows them to regain control of the point immediately, but it wanders straight into the crossfire, and it looks as though Skygods, they might die a death of 1,000 cuts here. Down goes another. The DMAT comes, or the defib comes through rather onto the heavy, but that is it. Bazilla taken out, and a steal back from Mops. That may be it. I don't think Skygods have enough time. 11 seconds left on the timer before the res. They don't have the mobility available to them to get to this point, I don't think, once they've revived.
And it's such a hard spot to get into. You see that Mops is set up on top. They're all around it, and even if they are able to push in, they have to push into the lowest level and just kind of get where there's almost no cover and somehow steal it. They have to dive directly on it with maybe they're both heavies, but I just don't even think the time will allow that to begin with. So, yeah, it's a shame.
That is it. Congratulations to Mops taking the second map. So we will go to at least 4 maps. Very exciting stuff here. Soul taken by Mops, and that is again a team taking their own map pick. So, and once again, a 2-1 victory, a 20,000 to 10,000 victory. So close games, close maps, and we're tied in the series. I'm sensing a good match here.
I think so, and both matches so far have gone down to the last cash out. So we've had 3 cash outs on each one. So it's really cool to see that both teams are really bringing it. This isn't. I have this feeling that both teams are taking it really seriously as well. They're really trying to show that they're competitive and that they are, somebody to follow. And I have no preference on who's going to win, but I love watching Demon. He's got some great plays, but I think he's a little over enthusiastic at times because look at that. That was an amazing kill. But he is just kind of dying way too early. So, I am quite enjoying seeing these matchups and the different classes going at it.
Shout out to Waltz as well for the excellent observing for this final point especially.
Yes.
So smooth, able to catch everything there. And I'm really enjoying, like you said, I think watching a light in action makes a big difference. I want to pick up on one thing that's kind of been a continuing trend that might be worth watching going forward, and that is a lack of defense. We've seen so many steals in this series, so many steals, multiple steals on single cash outs as well, and it just seems as though the team that's attacking, that's taking the initiative, is the one that's coming out on top more often than not. I think we've seen maybe one successful defense of a cash out, and that was in the final cash out on Vegas when we saw that fortress built up by the team of Skygods with their double heavy setup. that's the thing that they're going to have to lean into more if they want to see success. So we head into Skyway for our next map. Is it map dependent? Is it cash out, like location dependent? Or do you think that maybe Sky Gods are just not locked in when it comes to defending those points? Because they should be the favoured team on paper.
I think that we're just seeing two really aggressive teams because we've just seen them just charge in there and they get the steal before they get the wipe. We're not seeing like the traditionally you get in there, you take care of the team, and then you steal if you have enough time. It's more, nope, we are running directly to it and, you know, hoping to catch them off guard. And I think that both teams have just kind of had this, you know, like chasing each other around and one person goes and steals and distracts them. And I think that it's just aggro, just aggressive plays, and you know, that's how I play. It might not be the best strategy all the time, but it's working. Yeah. So we'll have to see it going forward if it is more map dependent. But my thinking is that it's just very aggressive teams.
It could be that. It's interesting as well because I feel as though there is a noticeable difference between the teams that have been competing today in this LCQ and the teams that we've seen throughout the season that have kind of proved themselves in the really continuous competition. And it's not a slight to the teams today to say that it's a bit of a dip in quality, but that's what you get when you have a last chance qualifier. You know, the best teams, the best players, they've already made it through. This is kind of like, are you good enough to possibly challenge them? And, you know, it might be the fact that some of the shots that we're seeing here, some of the setups that we're seeing here are less than optimal compared to the likes of Bertz, compared to the likes of Holto's Finest and Volpe and players like Belize and Lycomit that we've seen throughout the whole season that really do rain terror upon everyone they come across. Like, we don't know too much about these players, but they're here to try and make a name for themselves, and that's what's going to happen today.
Yeah, it does look like we're hopping into it in the next match. We are on Skyway Stadium, and it looks like we've got the fog variation. I'm not sure if it's just the screen, the stream, but boy, it does look really more foggy than I've seen in a while. So this is kind of cool. It does add to the little bit of the more chaos, especially if you're not that skilled at identifying things that are moving from far distances.
Maybe Skyway Stadium is at a higher altitude than the rest because it's Skyway.
Yeah.
That could be it.
Very well.
Speaking of higher altitudes, you can see at the moment this is in pink.
Look at that.
Swapped plate. We have swapped colours. That's going to be confusing. Mops in pink now against Sky Gods in orange, and Mops, having taken the high ground, have still managed to lose a player, but a free kill there.
Wow.
With Bazilla taken out, and now Hazza manages to find Sam Kugwaks, get that res through. 2 versus 2. Down goes Hazza. And it looks as though, weirdly, after all of this, Mops are the team that are going to be in control here as Demon has scooted off with that box, leaving his team behind. But it doesn't matter too much because that timer is in their favour now.
Yeah, that was a real interesting engagement. We do see a lot of reses coming off, and at times it seemed like Sky Gods kind of had the advantage, but it does look like Mops was able to kind of get it. And wait, the cash out has already started, so the fighting was happening way over here while the cash out was started. This is wild to see. And it does look like the Sky Gods have spawned pretty close. So the engagement will get started almost immediately as soon as they come over from that zip line, unless they bring it down. Oh, it looks like they're taking the jump pad and off the zip. Oh, what are they
Interesting
doing?
repositioning there because he's going to the other side with the pike to try and get that long-range engagement that favours him. Sam Kugwaks managing to take out one player on the opposing side of Sky Gods there. Of Mops, rather. Toucan is out, and this is going to be a difficult defense here for Mops because they are above the point, but they are only 2 right now. And it looks as though they've brought it down very successfully there to the bottom floor. So now this steal that we've seen a number of times come out from Sky Gods where they pile all their utility into the steal while they have a man up could be successful. Looks as though it isn't yet, as they've been forced off the point yet again by the 2 players on Mops. And weirdly, the medium and the light are winning the war of attrition here. They pick up a kill on the way as well. And by this time, I think they'd have gotten their 3rd player up. So, but now Toucan goes down. So now it's Quiz and Demon left up. This is such a strange fight that they're keeping going. Great little stun gun play there. He just keeps coming in and tickling them. The timer is slowly wearing down. Does he get the kill? I don't think he does. The steal was not successful. He did. And Demon comes in to clean up the rest. He doesn't get the final kill. His teammate does. But that's enough. What was that objective, Rio? That was chaos.
That was wild. And I loved that everybody was kind of just throwing gas, throwing glitch grenades. You know, we saw Demon jumping in and out. That tase was perfect. Probably saved the entire steal, and just, yeah, really weird. Almost like shooting fish in a barrel a little bit.
Yeah, they brought it down 2 floors, and I was expecting that to be a good thing for them, but they couldn't. They couldn't cover their heads. They just left that hole above them, and they didn't have the continual dome shields, the continual covering fire, even to deal with just a singular light and a singular medium, and that's all it ever was. That's so strange. We see a 2-man hold of the cash out.
Yep, and they did it perfectly. So that's more credit to them. We do see the second cash out is already getting started. Fighting happening on the roof. See Sam shooting, getting great shots off. Brings Tukin down. Throws up that shield. Getting pushed. Throws down C4 as he's running away. We didn't get to see the impact of that, but we do see the zipline coming up. And we do see that Sky Gods are trying to push. This could go the way of Mops already. And everything's fighting inside of the attic right now.
Great engage there from Demon. That was a 1 versus 2. That's ridiculous. Yeah. He should not have got away with that. And he gets the steal, you know, after the wipe. That is... Wow. Hats off to you, Demon. Great play.
Yeah, and just watching everybody just go down inside that attic, that was amazing. And yeah, by the time that they respawn, I don't see where they've respawned at, but it does look like there's going to be maybe 1 more push. They should have enough time to make it way over there. They're not too far.
Seems like it. But they're coming up against a Pike and an LH1 coming through this open area. So it'll be quite difficult to find a safe way through it. They do have this zipline and the jump pad for mobility, but there we go. They're opting to zip over this small house, but already spotted and taking a lot of damage is the medium. They need to keep him alive for that defib and that heal beam. So they can't afford to commit anytime soon. They're waiting for the zip, so it really is just going to be 1 more fight.
That zipline, it's amazing, but it just leaves you so exposed. You know, you're just directly broadcasting, hey, I'm headed this way. And we do see them, look at the shots in the air.
The skeet shots out of the air, taking down Hazard, but the whole of the Mops there taking a lot of damage. And now it looks as though they're going to try and force the steal. Samkobox, though, is the last man standing for the heavies against Demon. It's a 1 versus 1 to try and protect this cash out. Demon with a perfectly placed gateway to try and bring him back up to the point. And Samkobox trying to force the steal. He does have the stun gun, and that's going to be it. He doesn't get the kill, but it doesn't matter. In fact, he does get... Was that a direct trade? It was.
It
to
was.
Finish the round and to finish the map. As Mops clean up house on the Skyway.
That was amazing, honestly. that perfect zip right at the end, just getting in there, stopping them in the trade. Like, wow. Yeah, I'm impressed with this level of gameplay that we're seeing from these teams. It's really exciting to watch.
Demon's really proven himself here as well. Like, making himself the standout player, making himself the main character of this game, of that game in particular. Like, he just stayed alive. Look at that, 2 deaths compared to everyone else's 5s and 4s throughout that whole game. Not too many kills, but the way he played the objective, the way he stunned, the way he glitched, the way he kept himself alive, so much better than we saw in the first 2 maps as well.
Yep, yeah. And we are seeing that it might be more dependent on the map, because this one really allowed him to kind of dash in and out and just hold these special positions. And I think that this is probably the map where he's going to shine the most if we see him going forward. So just something to keep in mind and just really watch, because that was A+, light gameplay.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Mops for their target prioritization throughout that final point. Taking out the medium midair. Huge stuff. Just they know who Public Enemy number 1 is, and they have painted a target on his back. They're making sure that they get that guy as soon as possible. Hazza only had... Well, he didn't get a single kill throughout that game. I know it's not necessarily his job to, but he's a lot quieter here than he was on Seoul or Vegas, and that really showed how much Sky Gods suffer without the backup from their support.
Yeah, and we are just seeing these 2, team comps as they play out, and I think that we might see more of this light medium going forward, because I don't know, today might show that heavies aren't needed as much. Especially when you can counter them just like that. So, really exciting gameplay. I am blown away by both teams. so far. I was not coming into today. I was not expecting what we were seeing. I was expecting way more amateur stuff, and I am seeing some comparisons that we can do to the higher tier teams, but it's not important. It's more just that we are still seeing a high level of gameplay, and I just love it. I'm happy to see where this goes, because I have a slight feeling that we might make it all the way to Fortune Stadium with this bracket.
Ooh. So does that mean that you are backing Skygods to win Monaco right now? Because that's what's going to happen. That's what's got to happen if we're going to see Fortune Stadium. All right, well,
yeah, let's go for it.
If that's what you're saying, I famously berate you for all of your predictions.
Wrong cast, yes, wrong.
Whenever we're together on cast, you seem to make the worst predictions. So I'm going to say that will happen again. I'm backing Mops to win this on Monaco, to take the series 3-1, which pains me because I do want to see Fortune Stadium at some point, but we do, of course, after this, have another best of 5. So the winner of this series will go straight through to Worlds, but the loser has a second chance up against Refine, a North American team, in contrast to the 2 European teams that we have playing right now. So, Monaco, possibly the most tightly knit map, lots of buildings to run around in. How do you think this is going to affect the dynamic between the two teams, Rio?
I don't know. I think that it's going to put the light in a harder position, because a lot of the cash outs aren't in a open area. They're kind of in the buildings, or kind of, there's one out in that park area where, you know, it is more open. So we might see some more, you know, fire happening from above on top of the roofs. But I don't know. I think that it's going to lean more towards the medium light layout, because the heavies also have to go so far. Like, they're slower, and pushing your team together, it just might be a little more of a challenge on these little tighter areas. But here we go, getting started.
Duck and cover?
It is.
Does this mean that we do in fact have a massive open area in the middle of the map? Now that will change things slightly. These long range angles become more viable, and we can see right now that Skygods in orange have made their way towards that vault first, as Mops looking to control from range. They have the LH1, they have the pike, they want to play across these rooftops, but I think with the longevity of the... Ooh, some good shots there landed by the LH1, but I was going to say with the longevity of the medium, and heavy, you'd expect them to be able to survive this onslaught. That said, they have already lost a player.
Yeah, and they are just kind of cornered right now, and even the remaining players are pretty low. It looks like they got the res off, and Haza's healing beam is overcharged, so they have to kind of regroup for a few seconds. Looks like they're just trying to get out of there. Probably a smart move to make. I think they might even be conceding this first cash out, this first vault, I mean.
They're just trying to bait some fire, some utility towards the direction, get a feel of the game. Basilia and Hazard taking a lot of damage as well from these ranged guns. But, in fact, Mops have managed to take the box as well. That is a big blow for Skygods, who also lack the mobility and the speed compared to their opposing team with 2 mediums. You know, you've got a lot more zips, a lot more jump pads, and the light who just fling themselves around the map. As soon as they get on the front foot, they're not going to lose it.
Yeah, and I hate to say it, I know that Haza is the healer, but we do need to see him kind of step up just a little bit more in this game, because last game he got 0 kills, and so far...
Oh, God.
It goes down right now as I'm talking about him.
It's not the first time we've seen that either, being caught out on the zip or on the jump, on the approach. These pikes and these LH1s, they punish you for that. And speaking of the LH1 getting right up in Sanquabox's face and taking out the final heavy on the team, that's bought them so much time. The timeout is already going for cash out A. Skygods, they seem to have lost that kind of dominance that we saw them have in the early maps, and Mops are starting to run away with the flow of this game.
Yeah, and you know, this is kind of what can happen in these best of 5s, is that you learn your enemy team. You learn who you're playing against, and I think maybe those first 2 matches we saw, it was just exactly that happening. And it seems like Mops just kind of figured this Skygods out, and they're just putting a stop to it.
Oh no, don't go on this again. Don't go up this zip again. Okay, they've just about survived it this time, thankfully. And they get a bit closer in on the objective, which is very important. But they're having to spend so much utility just getting to the point. And they're taking damage while they go through it as well. Look, you know, that's the heal beam. Again, I have to criticize Hazard as well for letting his heal beam overcharge. Like, you have to not do that. You use it up to the point that it's about to charge, and then you stop. because it will recharge quicker.
And here the
Either
fight's
way.
going on. They have one push, but we do see that Haza is low. It's same with Sam. And so it's all riding on Priscilla. He's getting some good shots off with this DMR. Looks like one of them threw a red barrel and exploded right in front of us. Does go for the res, but can't bring it back, and there's the wipe. So it looks like Mops has taken this first cash out.
And that was quite easy for them. I have to say, that's the easiest any point has looked for any team so far this series. Really exerting control over the map. And the duck and cover thing, honestly, may be coming into this game more than we thought it would. Because the range control that Mops have had so far, it's been so throttling.
Yeah. Well, and if you saw, Quiz has 5 kills already. Like, we're 1 cash out down, he has 5 kills, and I think Demon had 2 or 3. So both of those players are really just kind of stepping up, and I'd love to see it. I do think it's interesting that we are seeing a lot of fights happening on the roof right now as well. If I was running the heavy medium comp, I would just try to not be here, because you are just a shooting target. You are just a sitting target, and we see them repeately just getting half their health going down.
They don't have the range.
Yeah, exactly, and it just seems like Mops is just enjoying shooting, having a shooting gallery down there. If I were in this situation, I would immediately change my gameplay, and I'm kind of hoping this guy got some players to do that right now.
Yeah, it feels as though they're taking the high ground because that's the done thing, but you really do have to read the game and read the room and decide, yeah, that's not working for you here. Bring it indoors, make it difficult for, you know, everyone, for the Pike especially on the side of Sky Gods to do anything. The LH1, it could be better in terms of its close range capabilities too. So, you know, maybe they're just that scared of Toucan's shotgunning abilities. I don't know, because he hasn't needed to do anything this game so far. In fact, is he running the shotgun, or is he running the Scar? Whatever it is, it's
the Scar. No, I'm not sure. I was just running the Scar right now. There they go again. They just run into enemy fire. I don't know what they're doing. And this is we've had this conversation before about why you use zipline or bounce pad, and this is really the worst thing about the zipline is that you're just broadcasting. I'm going this direction, this way. With a bounce pad, you can at least have some variation. Your teammates can go left, right, straight forward. You know, anything like that, and it's very situational. And I think that I am starting to understand why more teams don't use it. Because we're seeing its major disadvantage there. Look at that by Demon. What? Such a far zap.
He gets away as well. And look at the low grab is making these shots for Toucan maybe a little bit easier, exposing Sky Gods a little bit too much as they soar through the sky. Hazard the last alive. Both of his heavies down. They will be back in. They will be back in play in a few seconds. So he just needs to survive one more, and the heavy will tune in, and then the other one will follow closely after. But he has had to forego the box to do that. And, you know, as soon as Demon spots an opening, he's going to go after the cash, and he's going to try and fling it in the direction of his team. But he has been cut off a little bit here by the goo. Thankfully, Sky Gods have regrouped around the box, and they have some control over the game again.
Yeah, and look at that rocket that went off immediately, and it looks like one of them's down to just a quarter health.
If they get to meet...
right now.
I think they must have finished off the light there. And they have an opportunity here to get a few kills. Ooh, picking off one of those mediums at range. Going after it as well is Samcobox, really committing to this, trying to get some control over the building that they will eventually deposit that cash in. As Basila finally closes that distance. And this is a good building, I have to say. This is one that they want to be playing in the HHM comp. This is very much an advantageous spot for them.
And I mean, they have to. They have to make something happen right now. Because we're just seeing them kind of struggle. But this might be a good setup, like you said. Because it is so high up, they have opportunity to drop it. They're playing on the roof right now.
They're down to Hazard as well. It's a two heavies alive right now, and Mops smelt blood in the water there. They went straight for the kills on the heavies at the top of the stairs, and they've got their reward, taking out the cash. And Chris,
no way.
Chris takes himself out with the gas canister. Shouldn't matter because they have an easy res, but they've taken it out into the open, and this is fantastic situational awareness, fantastic game control from Mops, because once again, they can play this from range. The Pike, the LH1. It's going to be so difficult for Sky Gods to take this.
Yeah, and exactly it. Everything that we've been summarizing is that they're struggling on the roof, and the roof is the only way that they're going to be able to get any entrance into this, so they have to get something done. We do see that both teams are actually running pretty low. It does look like Casilla is the healthiest person on his team. Sam's getting rezzed right now, but Haas is pretty low. So this is going to be
it. They're very
okay,
close.
Good, Matt.
Oh, but some shots there. Look at this huge crossfire that Mop have set up. There's no hiding from the onslaught, and that is a team wipe. Surely that is enough. Surely that's enough, Rio.
Yeah, I mean, there's a small chance that they dive onto it and throw their dome shields down and get it, but I just think that they're fighting upstream. Like, this is the hardest thing to push into.
I think that
they've done things right, too.
They didn't realize that the D-map would expose the entire box.
Yeah.
That's so unfortunate. And that may well have cost Sky Gods the game and the series. The Zip comes out to try and close the distance, but the timer is against them. There's no way they get close enough. He's just going to go in and pad his KD, pad his stats, but the stats don't mean nothing. They are out of this match. However, while Mops have secured their spot in the Worlds event, Sky Gods have one more chance today as they look forward now to the best of 5 against Refine.
Yep, well, it looks like it goes down as another bad prediction by me, but all up
Hooray!
to that. I think it's just I want to believe that any team can come back. I think that I want to believe that a team that is struggling can kind of pivot and just show us that, hey, we are top tier and, we've just made some mistakes. But, it doesn't always happen. But like you said, Sky Gods will have one more opportunity, and I think that's great because I'm not tired of seeing these people because they are still playing pretty well and pretty, proficiently. So I think that going into this next match against Refine will be...
Look at those stats as well.
Yep.
Demon.
Yep.
Demon with a 9k combat score. That's 3 times anything on the side of Sky Gods. That just goes to show the dominance that they slowly gained over the time. Not Demon, that was Quiz rather with the 9k combat score. So yeah, look at this. How they
Here it is. This is how he did it.
This is
right
the Pike.
There. Yeah.
This is an advert for the Pike. In case anyone didn't know about this gun before, they probably do now.
It definitely has utility, and I mean, look, I think that's what I like about it. It's not long range, but it's perfect medium range, and that's what all these engagements were. And occasionally it was a little longer, but I think that's where the light was able to come in and just kind of sweep up the further distance stuff. And yeah, that was a great play, and then we see Quiz go down. Perfect moment. Another one of his teammates was low too, so if he was in that gas, it might have been a little different, but hey, not everybody's perfect. But fun matches today. I am impressed and entertained. I think is a great way of putting these two teams going against each other. And yeah, like I said, congratulations to Mops because y'all did great. And we have one more round of Sky Gods coming up.
That we do. Not the first time we've seen Lights, be prolific in this tournament either. Through different formats, through different rule sets. They've proven that they can be a force to be reckoned with on a competitive level. So, very excited about that. We will have the next match coming up soon. I'm just getting... we're going to wait until we have like kind of clearance to go to a break, but it will be soon. No Fortune Stadium though, Ria. That's the sad thing about that going only to 4 maps. Maybe it will be in the mix for the next series. Who knows? I really wanted it to be part of the first 3 maps so that we guaranteed a Fortune Stadium. I absolutely love that map. It is just Soul but better in like several ways. But yeah, maybe we get it, maybe we won't. Who knows?
Yeah, and I'm not sure if you noticed, but they put out a like a map overview video a couple days ago, and they go over it. And one of the things that they're really trying to go for was verticality. In shooters in general, the hardest thing to get people to do is to look up. So you've introduced a whole map where it is basically around certain tiers, and there's like Zone A is only 2 levels high, Zone B is 3, Zone 3 I think is even higher. So it kind of goes in this neat structure that I think is just it's unique, and I think that's what they really shine on in this map development. So I do want to see it, and those are my reasons why. Show me the verticality, show me something different.
I'm looking forward to seeing it potentially, but we're going to throw to a quick break, and when we get back, we're going to have Sky Gods versus Refine. Don't go too far. Has so much staying power, but they've really boxed themselves back in there and taken a lot of damage for it. Down goes 1. Great shot.
picked away. Yep, that was great shots from the shotgun.
Downgo has gone down though, and they have got the res above. Ooh, down goes the Overwatch of Mops Heal, but he's gone down immediately there, and they just do not have the staying power. Sky Gods may well have just done enough here with this fortress they have built.
Feel alive, let's hit the dance floor. Don't work too hard, might break a backbone. Return of the Mac, the king is back though. Corvette and cash, I never like those. She saw the stone, you know how that go. Fatality, my diamonds that cold. Versace trunks, I hit my backstroke. Knock on the door, she at the back, bro. All I really take is a little taste. Island girl, blue eyes with a little bass. Here for the thrill, I don't need a chaser. Wanna vibe at a getaway. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, I got the semi-fold weight. Don't step out the line like this a probate. You hit the line and try to locate. This for the time, got time for no day. Whoa. Too many, I'm going. Too crazy and I got bad ones and they ready. A good time, so now it's into it, we left that. Can't remember anything, but I know we got lit. Good times, live in the moment, feel like summertime. Obsessed with nature, not a world mine. The room is spinning, but I feel fine. Oh my. Chandelier, limousines. Really think I'm seeing things. Read the line in mid-between. Yellow light, I gotta speed up. Get home to a cold shower. Need that pronto. Look like a rave at the condo. Heck of a night in Toronto. She said, boy, you in Morocco. Pearl white mention in the top gold. Fill up my cup with the pot, whoa. High off life in the spot, dope. Running up the visa, really talking to a real life Mona Lisa. Jesus pieces hanging off the fleecer. So much going on, it's hard to focus on the features. I got too many, I'm going. Too crazy and I got bad ones and they ready. A good time, so now it's into it, we left that. Can't remember anything, but I know we got lit. Good times, live in the moment, feel like summertime. Obsessed with nature, not a world mine. The room is spinning, but I feel fine. Oh my, oh my. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Neighbors gonna start going way
I heard they checking for me, no one checking on me, so I had to go run up a check. I got the message on me, ain't no flexing on me, my attorney gon' call and collect. Blessings on blessings for me, my successes only made them envious, they got upset. I had to put all their egos in check. I want the money, the power, respect, and I heard you know so-and-so, you not a threat, cause I really know so-and-so, they like my family, so they go pretend that they cool till they bust at your motherfucking chest. I'm getting gutter, my flow been like butter, my check in the bank. They see the number, all of my haters feel one of two ways. Really upset or they show some respect. I can't even think about it, I've been up, so read about it. No beat around it, straight to it, no ring around it. You coming for me, we'll see about it. We'll never see it when I kick my feet up. 100 meters where I run the fee up, and go ka-ching and onomatopoeia. I had to re-up on a reel, so you stay defeated, and put it back into the bit, cause I don't really need it. I heard they checking for me, no one checking on me, so I had to go run up a check. I got the message on me, ain't no flexing on me, my attorney gon' call and collect. Blessings on blessings for me, my successes only made them envious, they got upset. I had to put all their egos in check. I had to put all their egos in check. You're not entitled to anything else. I get 10 years of this under my belt. Your art isn't art, they don't feel it, and nobody hears it. Initiative stay on the shelf, your ego done got in the way. It gotta die today. It gotta go. You should be happy I lighten the load. The weight of your arrogance, heavy as stone. I make an appearance, they already know. That chip on your shoulder gon' crumble and fold, yeah. It's not a secret that you have been fearing the shit that I'm on, so you back to the brag and the boast. But I'm in a class of my own. I heard they checking for me, no one checking on me, so I had to go run up a check. I got the message on me, ain't no flexing on me, my attorney gon' call and collect. Blessings on blessings for me, my successes only made them envious, they got upset. I had to put all their egos in check.
Hello and welcome back to the Finals Master Series 2024. We are here for the Road to Worlds, and this is the last chance qualifier. Number 1, we've just seen a best of 5 between Sky Gods and Mops, with Mops being the first team to secure their spot at the Worlds event. But Sky Gods have another chance up against the North American side this time of Refine. I am Jerry the Music Man. I'm joined here by Rio, and we are doubly excited about this series, but for a particular reason that we'll leave secret for the time being, Rio. Yeah. I'll just leave it like that.
But like you said, Mops qualified, and in this last series, they played wonderfully. The first match was really interesting just because it was such a tight match between the two, and the second one was followed just the same way. But they really picked up steam and just kind of went to town on the Sky Gods. So it is cool to see Sky Gods come back and play in this series now, because from what we saw in the first match, it was good. Like, I was impressed, especially that hold at the end, right when they set up all their heavies and the barricades, and it was just impressive and good gameplay. So I'm hoping that they have kind of maybe learned a little bit from this last experience, and they come back even more refined to come up against Refine. So we'll see what they do here shortly.
You'd hope so. In case you're just joining us as well, just a quick recap of some of the new rules and some of the rules in general that are in place for this tournament, which might be slightly different to that you're used to seeing on Breakout and that you're used to playing in the finals if you do play the game, which I hope you all do. It's a great game. We have no class limits anymore in this tournament. We used to have a class limit of only 1 heavy per team, but that has now been lifted. You can play 3 heavies, you can play 3 lights, you can play HML, whatever tickles your fancy. But there is a specialization limit of 1 specialization per team. That means no double heal beams, that means no double mesh shields, etc, etc. We do of course have the winch claw and the glitch mine still banned because of some bugs, so you won't be seeing any of those in action, but expect every other gadget, every other specialization to be on the possible list of things you might see. We've seen the first dematerializer, I believe, in competitive play today, for instance, and that was really exciting. Yeah. Some cool plays coming out, and we've seen Lights take a victory today in the name of Demon, beating the double heavy side that we haven't seen in this comp before. So there's lots of kind of competitive ramifications going on, and it's very exciting to see them unfold today.
Yeah, it's been real dynamic, I think is the best way to say it. Just everything today has felt fresh, and just seeing these comps that we haven't seen before, and especially going against another comp that we haven't seen before. It's exciting. It feels like this is a little maybe more how the game was meant to be played. And I think that since this last patch, in my opinion, and I think with a lot of other people, things started to feel a little really balanced. So I think that we're at an interesting time in this esports scene because we have a really polished game. It's been almost a year. The game came out in December last year, and I think that just that year of shine has kind of really culminated in this update that we have now. So I think that these are just really exciting games, and on top of that, we mentioned that these are players that we haven't seen before. They played yesterday, but only one of them was streaming, so we just don't know who these people are. I've encountered a couple of names that seem familiar from actual just gameplay, me playing in game, but I think that it's cool to get a fresh set of new players, see how they do, see what they can do, what their strategy is, and things change as they go on. So yeah, I'm really excited and having a great time so far, and knowing that we're going to have some more games coming up.
You mentioned there a few times a fresh set of new players. A good choice of word, because the new players that we have in this matchup on Refine, we have Fresh, we have Uni, and we have Not Bubba. Again, we don't really know too much about these players, how they're going to play out in this competition, but they are up against the Sky Gods, who have been running that double heavy composition, which we saw struggle to deal with the long range aspect of Mops' lineup, which involved a Pike and an LH1. Now, what Refine might do, having seen that game, is refine their strategy. They might go into it with a slightly different strategy to that they've been working on over the course of the past week, as I struggle to find another way of saying the word refine without saying the word refine. And maybe we see them bring out a light as well, or maybe that's what they've been doing the whole time. We simply don't know. Either way, that's something that they might look to leverage, is that weakness that Sky Gods have exposed over the past game. That being said, Sky Gods, they've had a whole series to warm up, so that's going to play into it as well. And we now have our map veto here, Rio, if you want to talk us through it.
Yep, so right off the bat, we see that Seoul is banned, and we see next is Kyoto. Don't know if we'll see Kyoto played at all. It's kind of a big map, and I don't know if it really is the best competitive one, so no surprises there. But going on next, we have Skyway Stadium will be our first match, followed by Las Vegas, and oh my god, there it is, Fortune Stadium. We are actually getting to see it. So we will see for sure at least Fortune Stadium, and then followed by Sis Horizon, and finally the decider will be on Monaco. Any thoughts on Fortune Stadium, because we will be seeing that?
I am very excited. I'm also glad that we've gotten Seoul banned out of this version, because Fortune Stadium, we were saying just in the break between us that it does play out similarly to Seoul. It's like an improved version of Seoul. You've got areas that you can look at and say, this is just like Hospital, or this is just like this other area of the map. Like, everything kind of coincides and links to an area of Seoul that already exists. And there are areas that are really strong to defend. There are areas that are really difficult to defend. Massive, huge buildings that are like several stories tall. Some buildings that are only 2 stories tall. Lots of verticality, lots of open space, but balanced in a slightly better way. I'm going on about Fortune Stadium, but we have a whole map ahead of us, a whole 2 maps ahead of us. The first of which is Skyway, and already the Sky Gods know that is in fact Refine in pink have managed to get the tap on the ball.
Yep. See the first fight going off, and similar to the last time we were here, it seems that fighting is happening on the roofs. So just a lot of combat. It is foggy, so it's a little harder to see. But other than that, it's mostly something that they can be worked around. We do see some new faces in here from Refine. But right now, it looks like we are on Sky God still.
They're holding up for a moment, just looking to fake players in. Closing the gap with this zipline. This is something we mentioned in the break. We don't want to see too much of Sky Gods zipping up to rooftops, especially against a team that appears to have a pike on its side. We also have Uni on the light with the N11, the evasive dash, and the glitch grenades, as well as goo grenades on the gateway. I'm excited to see a different style of light play to what we just saw Demon running with the LH1 quite consistently and the stun gun in his lineup. This is going to be a little bit of a different one, a little bit more close range engagement focus.
Yeah, it definitely leads itself to just kind of pushing in there and being inside the team's face. And so very different gameplay on the lights, and that's what's so cool about the classes, that it is so dynamic. But we do see the C4 going down, and they're dropping the cash out. Most of the fighting is happening down on the stairs and above. Looks like they're just trying to set up a nice defense of it.
Okay, no, that's not what happened. I thought he dematted. I thought he... Never mind. Uni taking a lot of damage there as he just about escapes with his life, and you will get used to seeing that because he's got the evasive dash. Arpika taking a lot of damage as well, but Pink side aren't getting the kills that they need here. Sky Gods with a second there as well, exerting control over this cash out as they had that steal successful. Now Uni, the last one alive, up against 3 on the other side. He is trying to protect this, but he just doesn't have the utility. He doesn't have the stun gun specifically to outlast this team. He has players hunting for him. Eventually he goes down. One of his teammates has coined in, but it looks as though Sky Gods will get a successful steal here, and I doubt that Refine have the power to be able to take this back with only 2 up.
Yeah, that's a perfect example of where the taser could have been used. It's really weird to see this loadout on a light, but hey, if he has a reason for it, I'm all for
it. Reloading.
Yeah, and so we just see them getting set up. The vault is kind of far away from both teams, and we see bounce pads going off. Nice movement on Uni. Getting across the map really fast. The second cash out vault is kind of opened. Can't tell if it's been opened or if it's just sitting there. It's just now been popped. Yeah.
There we go. All right, so Sky Gods are in control of the game at the moment, but Refine have this box under their watch. It looks as though Sky Gods are moving towards the objectives instead of playing the vault, but a nicely placed gateway is going to speed things up for Refine, and they're going to be able to get it into A. No questions asked. Sky Gods are hot on their heels, though.
Yeah, and this is an interesting one to push into because it is kind of in a corner office area. So they have a lot of opportunities to just set up in this corner. So this might be in SkyGod's favor because they do have a nice defensive side on these kind of attacks. So we see Poison, we see them set up, and really just kind of waiting.
A bit of a split there, tactically, between the players on SkyGods. Not sure whether to commit to a push there onto their opposing players or to stick to steal. Neither comes to fruition as a result. And this jump is going to end up eliminating Fresh. That jump pad just exposing himself too much, and now leaving 2 players on the side of Refine to try and defend their cash out. The steal is coming through. That glitch does meet its mark, but the mesh shield is enough to protect the steal. And that is SkyGods with 3 players up, able to take that cash out. Fresh going down again, leaving 2 players on the side of Refine to try and do something. Bubba is left on minimal HP as his light Vuni that we're watching right now just scarpers after this heavy. He wants to get in close, he wants to try and get this kill, waits for the dome shield to evaporate, and does finally finish off that frag. Our pick of the last alive here on SkyGods, and that does leave Refine with the opportunity to steal in the meantime. So these skirmishes, these 1v1s are working out just about in Refine's favour, and now SkyGods have about 10 seconds to try and get onto point and secure a steal back. There's been so many swaps of this objective so far. Sample Box taking a lot of flack there and being glitched out. He can't have any utility for the remainder of that glitch duration. Only about 10 seconds left. They had to get right on top of this point right this second, and I think right now Refine looking in a good position to try and see out this cash out and get to the next objective. They're going to get the kills for it as well. Lovely wipe coming through from Refine, and we are tied up.
Yeah, wow, what a engagement. I'm just kind of blown away by how many times that changed hands, the push, the hold, the kind of swapping it around.
My voice finally gets a break.
Yeah, I know.
I was just like, the play-by-play never ended.
Stop. Yeah, that was cool. That was great to watch. But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen them change hands that often. So those teams are really kind of bringing a lot of fight to the plate here. So yeah, I don't know what to expect next. But we do see that Refine is started the Vault 3. SkyGod starts to push there. Here they are in the zipline again. And you see that Rapika already took a lot of damage just getting over here. And he goes down.
Bubba dead. That's Bubba taken out already.
Oh, Bubba.
Not great sign there for SkyGods. But they are approaching our Refine, and they're closing this distance. They do have an eye for this light here. Fresh tries to play them, tries to get around behind, but he's definitely a dead man. And now SkyGod's in a pretty commanding position, but that box has been dropped in the middle of nowhere, so it's not the worst thing in the world for Refine here as they try to recollect themselves. Fresh up in 11 seconds.
Yeah, and this is still the fight over the ball, so it hasn't even been started, and really it's non-consequential just yet. So it's still just that fight of who gets started. So we do see SkyGods are kind of in a good position. They're inside, hopping off, and yeah, now they have the high ground, so we will see some kills start going their way. But Priscilla goes down. It does look like Rapika is going low, having to run away, and he goes down as well. So they're down to one team, one person left on their team.
SkyGod's got a bit split up there, and it's cost them this fight here, and that is going to give Refine control of the box. They can choose to put it into D, which is right next to them, or they can go all the way to C. I think they'll probably just get this started as soon as they can.
Yeah, I would think so. Well, they might wait until the timer goes down, just so that they spawn a little further away.
Yep.
I think that's what we're about to see.
There we go.
And there
and
it is.
In the box it goes. So now they get to play control from this villa, which is very nice for them. As we saw, SkyGods did struggle against the range capabilities that Mops brought last time around, and we have that same sort of setup, at least with the pike in one of the medium's hands on Refine. They are lacking a little bit of that distance that SkyGods had compared to the LH1. We have the M11 instead, but it's still definitely an advantageous position here for the defending side, as SkyGod's going to struggle to close this gap out in the open without a really effective zip line or something. They are taking the jump pad across from the tall office building, and this zip takes them a bit closer. They've learned their lesson, and they're just hopping off that zip as soon as possible. Great gas! That's going to do a lot of damage. It may finish them off, but no, the heal being enough. They are sending in the cavalry, though, to try and clean up as much as they can, and this is a really scrappy situation for Sky Gods, who may have already forfeit this fight, but in comes the shotgun, dealing lethal damage. The M11 skirmishes its way to a victory there, and we have, again, a 3 versus 3, it would seem, as the Rez has come through, fresh taken out, as is Basila. Sample Watts the last alive. He picks up the totem, but he's being chased down, and this is surely curtains for Sky Gods on this map. Refine get the kill, and with 30 seconds left or so, it's going to be a really tight scramble to this last objective if they can make it there.
Yeah, I don't think so. And then we just see the Refine is set up in the perfect position on top of the roof, and they're going to have to push in, and it's just battling uphill, and it's not going to happen. They have to dive on it, and it is in the corner of the map.
That's a good spawn. There's a good spawn, and the zip is going to throw them all the way towards it. They need to get someone on top of the point, and one person's going for frags. He's doing a decent job of it. Doesn't quite secure that one. Can't secure it either. Oh, so close. No one's gone for the point, though. That's your win, Con. What are you doing? Go for the point. Sky Gods.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened. They really tried, but it seemed to be coordinated as a team, because you're right. If the one person would have dived off and the other people would have distracted them, they might have had enough time for that steal.
I was just watching that bar in the top left, hoping to see it start flashing at some point, but everyone wanted a bit of the, a bit of the fight. So, yeah, Refine take that one. And Uni with the top frag there, 8 and 2. So the light once again proving its worth. But let's not shy away from the fact that everyone on the side of Refine did their part in that game.
Yeah, they were the powerhouses, and I think that's a great way to describe them. They were kind of a powerhouse coming into this game. I don't know what's going on with Sky Gods. They really need to kind of step up. Nice and on top of it, because they just played 5 or 4 other matches, and I think that they might just be kind of on the more tilted side there. They just can't seem to recover.
So maybe the difference is that while Sky Gods were playing a best of 5 quick cash 3v3, Refine were warming up in Power Shift, and they got to take fights all the time. Genuinely, maybe that maybe that plays into it, because it can be difficult to get momentum in a game like this. Especially considering, the last 2 games that Sky Gods played, right? They lost 2-0 in a best of 5. They didn't get many kills across that hour or so of gameplay. And, we're saying, they're coming into this with a best of 5 under their belts. They're feeling warm. Maybe they weren't feeling warm. Maybe that was, just freezing them out. Maybe they've been frozen out of this game by Refine so far.
Yeah, and I don't know, and maybe it's more map dependent, because we haven't seen them perform well on Monaco in the last series, and they didn't do well in this one. So maybe it's just a misstep, and not kind of headed in their favor at this point. But the next map that's coming up,
it is Vegas, and this is a map that they won against Mops earlier, so that does bode somewhat well. It's the only map we've seen them win today, Sky God. So if they're gonna mount a comeback, it's gonna have to start here. I say that, they could lose the next map and then win 3-2 in a reverse sweep. I would love to see that. I'm a big fan of a reverse sweep. But Vegas, very, very different map, and we've seen that they are proficient at it. What do they need to do besides engage more cleanly? Because that's the one thing that sticks out to me, Riz. I'm not too sure about you. Engaging cleanly seems to be a bit of an issue for them at the moment.
Yeah, I think that they just need to work on their offensive side, because the defenses, I think once they get a cash out, they're good at holding it, but I think for the most part they just seem to be a little sloppy on the entry. I've seen so many times where they zip over on the top of a building, and by the time they make it there, at least one team member is half health or lower. So they're just exposing themselves and not really kind of coordinating on that first push. And I think that they just need to reevaluate just their offense, how they are pushing into these sites, into these players, and yeah, hopefully they can kind of pivot and start doing something exactly like that. And I mean, do you agree? Do you think that there's something else that they would change?
Yeah, even just small things like making sure that a mesh heavy is at the front of that zip, or we saw some improvements in this game in general. Using those zips maybe slightly smarter, sending them across ground level so that they're not exposed, they're just gaining ground quickly, using them in a way that gives them momentum so that they zip in for the first few meters of a zip and then jump off it to get that momentum. Much harder to track someone that's not moving in a straight line as opposed to someone who's just bounced into the air. But it's still a risky approach strategy. I still prefer the jump pads in general. Having this double heavy setup does limit your mobility as well. You're reliant on that one medium to provide you with it, and the heavies are just kind of like they're elephants. They can't get in there quickly enough to begin with. So it could be an adjustment in play style. It could be an adjustment in how they approach objectives, whether they approach objectives as well. We saw a move in that game from them. Rather than going to contest the vault at one point, they went straight for the objective, and they actually got a steal off of that. So maybe that's something to lean into on Vegas.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that we might see a repeat performance from them on Vegas. This might just be their map. So unless we get like Sandstorm variation, I think that we'll see some really good gameplay from Sky Gods hopping into it, hopefully this time. So
looks like a relatively intact version of Vegas as well, as your hope for no Sandstorm does come to fruition. It does look a bit stormy though, those palm trees swaying in the breeze. And Uni getting first contact there, spotting someone. It does spot a couple of players beneath him, decides to open up a bit of a sight line. Oh, up comes Hazza. Was that a light? Has Hazza switched to light, or do my eyes
I think that was. He went down too quick to be a medium or anything beyond that. So, yeah.
That way. He is?
Yeah, he is.
We've got medium, light. It's a full swap. A huge swap from Sky Gods. That is unprecedented in this sort of competition. So far, it's not paid off for them. But there is something
to change. Maybe they are trying to change their strategy, and I commend them for that, especially on the map that they won so competitively in the last one. So, yeah.
Wow. All right. Now my brain has to readjust to casting an almost entirely different game. We were going into this saying, look, this is the one map that Sky Gods won off the back of having double heavies, off the back of the utility that they were able to hunker up with. But now they've gone for a completely different approach with the model and the DMAT on Samco Box, followed closely by Hazard on that light.
Yeah, and DMAT's working out for him. Yeah. Just because they were immediately able to get into that alleyway and start to push on. They're in a good position to be pushing, and they still kind of have the almost high ground above them. And yeah, it does look like the Refined are getting started for a push. Like they know that they're coming, so they've got the shotgun going off, but somebody went down immediately.
So close there.
1 health.
Both of those lights down to 1 health, in fact, as Uni comes out just about on top. And Basila taken out by Fresh, who again is on low HP, but Refine overall here have done the dirty work. That is a wipe, and they will protect their cash out. So Sky Gods, despite the switch up, are struggling. That gas is going to push this cash out right out into the open for the final 30 seconds or so, as Refine have respawned and look to close this gap.
Yeah, it's a great place to put that cash out in, and I think that they kind of do have the advantage right now, because now that Refine has to push in, and they have to go into the open area. So we see this push starting to happen, and everybody's just kind of set up on top of the roof. Ooh, nice DMAT going down. He was able to get out of there.
Oh, but he's being chased.
Oh, he gets chased down. And this cash out will be going the way of Sky Gods. Unless somebody gets it at the last second, no, there's no chance.
In fact, Refine taking it as the team colours have been swapped. I believe so. Yeah, Refine are a little bit ahead so far, and Sky Gods, despite getting the team wipe onto Refine there, now need to chase the game. And we have this second box not too far away as well. There should be a quick tap here for Hazza. You can see not Bubba putting up the biggest numbers there. 3 kills across those skirmishes. The full switch is something I'm still staggered by. I'm still staggered by this right now. I'm still trying to adjust to it. I'm still wondering what the thought process is here. I mean, keeping your opponents on their toes is always a good thing in my opinion, but this is such a swap of playstyles that I wonder whether it's just for Sky God's own sake, they just feel like they need something completely different to get back in this game.
Yeah, it's sometimes good to start fresh, and I don't know if it's working for them just yet, but maybe they just need a minute to get momentum and start going at it. But here we go, the cash out is getting started on B, and as we kind of watch as they have a DMAT up in the air. Nice
DMAT versus DMAT as well. That's a dynamic we've never seen in comp. There could be some interesting DMAT moments. Ooh, Basila, despite not getting the jump on the play, being jumped on instead, actually turns and burns Hazza, but Hazza is obviously the light and able to get back up to full health quite quickly. Santalbot's caught out and alone up here, it would seem. He needs the assistance of his teammates, otherwise he's going to go down probably pretty soon. Has the DMAT for a quick escape, but actually takes down Fresh on his way. And that's a quick trade there, but the orange players are in a position where they can clean up, and down goes another as Basila taken out. Hazza the last alive, but he's just going to play time here as the light can do this. Oh, gets hunted down though, and that's a wipe. Refine.
That jump by Uni hopped in there so confidently, just charging at him, and yeah, that worked for him. So I think Refine's going to get this one, and now they just have to hold it for half of a cash out. If they are able to set up a good defense, I think that they have this. We see Bubba kind of
very
running
quick
around.
map.
Yeah. Bubba running around, just holding his team together. They are kind of split up, which I'm not sure is the best strategy, but they are all out on the roof. So it does look like Bubba's going to have the first point of contact.
Hazza going in Fizz as well, looking to try and get an early pick, and he finds the half HP player, but he can't finish off Basila. His teammate does get taken off and taken down, in fact. And Hazza taking a lot of damage. Samplebot's being taken down in the meantime. A lot is resting on the shoulders of this light right now, but no, he can't do it. They are wiped, and that will be Refine with yet another team wipe under their belts. The second cash out going their way. And they take Vegas 2-0. That is Sky God's map swept out from under them. The full swap to MML to mirror the comp that Refine have brought out does not pay off.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't know. I don't know what Sky Gods can do. They are just kind of getting stomped today, and yeah, I think that the change to light too just didn't benefit them. I don't know why they went light. I would have maybe gone to another heavy, or just done something not light, because you just have to be such a pro light player to step up in it. And
I mean, hasn't got the most kills like out of his team. He outfragged Fresh. I don't know. I'm digging for compliments here. It is an interesting one. I wasn't expecting MML to be the most sort of prolific comp today either. Right. We've seen it now. We've seen every single team now run it, and this is off the back of seeing heavies and things in the qualifiers all the time. Like, we're so used to seeing at least one heavy on every team, or at least a heavy present in a match. Not a single heavy present in this match, and you can just see how it affects the pace of the game. It felt a whole lot quicker.
Absolutely, and it just changes the whole dynamic, because you don't have that person to anchor around, and I think that's such a, to me, important concept in the game, because I think that the ultimate team lineup is light, medium, and heavy, so you just have all the strengths and everybody kind of working together. But
the way the game was meant to be played, the way Embark intended.
And I don't know. I think that it's just interesting that lights are really still powerful, and that mediums can carry their own. And when you have two of them, you kind of get the DMAT and the healing beam, and just having that versatility to move around the map so effortlessly and then keep your team healed is just so critical. And I think that really that's the advantage you have here, instead of kind of maybe a liability with the heavy. Because you're slower and your team has to move a little more coordinated. I don't know. It's interesting to see, but cool change in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, speaking of change, we need Sky God's fortunes to change right now. That is the thing that has to happen for them. And what better place for that to happen than Fortune Stadium, my friend? Rio, we've got Fortune Stadium the first time
finally
on stream, for the first time in Breakout, possibly the first time in competitive. I'm pretty sure. So let's see how it plays out. I really hope that Sky Gods bring something here, because I don't want our first Fortune Stadium competitive game to be a complete washout. I want to see some fight. I want to see Sky Gods wake back up They have not won a map since Seoul, since map 2 in the last best of 5. That's 4 maps lost in a row for Sky Gods. You gotta change. Something has to.
Yeah, no, I think the name is.
They've already changed things up. They already went MML. Is that it? Is it a playstyle thing? Are they just dead in the water?
And are they going to keep MML? Like, are they going to keep it going forward? Would you, after that performance in the last map, or would you go back to like what kind of worked in the last setup? Yeah, I hope that fortune is on their side, because we did see some great gameplay, and going back to that last series, like I really thought that they were going to be the teams that beat Mops, and they just lost their momentum. So something has to change. Yeah, and I'm also just curious to see how this map plays competitively, because we haven't seen it. I've played it a little, and I'm sure that you have as well. But it's still just kind of a little bit of an unknown for me. At my core, I feel that it's competitive, and I feel like there is some, advantages with the map being so like divided into sections and have just more reliance on jump pads. Zip lines do still work, but it's just kind of a nice change to the movement, the kind of flow that normal maps have. So I don't know. I think that it's competitive. What do you feel? Just kind of before we see it.
I think it's absolutely competitive. If Seoul is competitive, which it is, and admittedly it's not the most competitive map, but it is competitive, then Fortune Stadium is competitive, because it feels like Seoul, but with many, many improvements in terms of balance and just the flow of the areas and the map. Take, for instance, the kind of Isolt building on the far end of the map, where everyone hates to attack because you have to take that jump pad across. That's the equivalent of Hospital on Seoul, right? But Hospital, you can break one of those entry points, 2 of the entry points, in fact, in Crane and the bridge. And then the last remaining entry point is the massive open chasm of death that is the Green Bridge. At least in the Assault building in Fortune Stadium, you can approach through a building that gives you cover, and then hit that jump pad, and bam, you're in the Hospital equivalent, right? You're right there, you're in it. And you can keep moving. You can hit another jump pad. You can get some motion, some momentum as you approach. There's built-in methods of cover and protection that don't exist in maps like Seoul, and it just feels like a much better version of it. So, yeah, I think it's competitive. I think we're about to find out that it's a quite well-balanced map, and I think we're about to see some teams really kind of define what it is to play on Fortune Stadium in competitive.
Yeah, no, I think that's the perfect way to sum it up. And I'm curious to see if, like we said earlier, if the comp changes, because this is a little bit of a different map, and it might lean more towards more heavy and no, I think it actually leans more towards medium. So
yeah.
I think that we might see
every bad memory I have of Fortune Stadium is either being murdered by a CL40 or a pike. So bring both of those, it might work. I think it's a great map for the CL40 because you've got so much verticality, so many jump pads that just inherently give you an advantage in those fights. Of course, the pike as well benefits from that kind of dynamic, from the long sight lines you can get. And then, heavies, they bring something as well. Like it's a very well balanced map. I just think each player honestly has to kind of pick their main. This is my advice to Sky Gods: pick your main, play comfort, get in the zone. If your comfort is CL40, take it. If your comfort is the V9, like, take that pistol. Like, do something that's gonna get you in the zone right now, because that's what's gonna take you through Refine.
Absolutely. And here we go, getting started right on Fortune Stadium. Nice flyby getting started. And here we go. Here's the entire map. So we did talk about how there are kind of quadrants to this map, and each quadrant adds on another layer. So you can see that really presented here in the blue versus the orange layer. And we see a lot of the zip lines going down. They're trying to break them, because it does break that one entryway component into it. Vault 1 has been tapped by Refined, and they are going to be holding up above on top of the roof and kind of putting Sky Gods in not the best position. We do see that they already have a lot of damage done to them, and just kind of getting chip damage as they get pushed closer towards the first vault.
Refine 2-0 up on the series, and they have that box in hand.
Ooh, the rocket.
Being chased right now by Sky Gods, and it's a bit of a skirmish going on here. Samplebox looking to get a bit closer to put that shotgun to good use. The mesh shield nerf having really hurt them so far. Ooh, doesn't quite finish off his player. Oh, misses the crucial shot at the end of it as well. And instead engaging now with this medium close range. Oh, the medium doesn't get around the corner effectively, but this DMAT is going to give him a route of an escape. He doesn't close it behind him though, and that allows for the heavy to secure that kill, but the light is there to clean it up again. Basila now trying to engage on what's left of Refine, lands a meaty shot on the light, chases after him with the charge and slam, but can't secure it. And they're still just sniffing for kills. Fresh, the last alive now here on the side of Refine. He's got long to wait for his final teammate to get back up. Bubba Box has finally put in the cash out. That's been a long time coming. And it is Sky Gods on the defensive here. Losing out with 1 kill, but the refrag is immediate there. And the defib comes through. 3 versus 2 for Sky Gods. Not Bubba trying to exert control over from above with this DMAT. Lands a lot of shots here, but I think they're going to have to fall back and wait for their full team to re-engage.
Yeah, and I'm noticing this a lot, that Refine is pushing before they have a full team. I think they just feel confident. And there's a nice from Uni holding that SMD. Shooting off, bounces back, brings Basila down to his knees. He goes for the team. Can he get the last one? And he did get Sam down as well. Wow.
Oh my.
Amazing play.
We're seeing why they feel confident. Uni taking out all 3 players there in a 2 versus 3. And Sky Gods forfeiting control of the box there and the cash out now. And that is going to be tough. Refine didn't really ever get set up comfortably as a 3.
Yeah, and it was just interesting to see that Sky Gods, every one of them, they were killed individually. They were kind of picked off one at a time, so they weren't close together. And it really was their detriment. We see them bouncing in, and they have 1 shot at this.
Bubba's in a horrible spot here. He has to separate from the rest of his team. He is taken down, but Fresh taken out as well as not Bubba. And it looks as though it's all up to the light on the side of Refine to try and hold this. There's 3 players from SG with all the utilities in the world, all they could ask for to hold on to it. He swoops in, gets maybe a stun as the glitch is enough to try and push them off again, but the steal is stuck and Uni taken down, and that should be enough as the rest of his team do get the respawn, but they don't have the time to close that gap and get the steal.
It was really amazing to see them kind of push in. This fight is still going on, and I don't think there's enough time to run in there anymore. It does look like Dash Out will go. Who grabbed that at the end?
That was Sky Gods in the end. I made a wrong call as well. I mean, this fight is just going to be completely meaningless. It looks as though, funnily enough, not Bubba is the one that's coming out on top with a lot of damage dealt in the way of Sky Gods, but he's going to commit to a res here. Down goes 1 to gas. Samko Walks now has to pick up Basila, who unfortunately is caught at 4k there, and this should leave Refine in a position where they could just go for the next vault and play control. But I made a bit of a miscall there, and I want to go back on it, because I said that the stun came out from Refine. It didn't. He's not running stun, is Uni. If he was running stun, perhaps they would have been able to hold that one.
Yeah, and I guess that is the downside, but we have just seen so much performance from Uni with things that are not running the stun. So he obviously has the reasons for not picking it, even though it does kind of leave open these opportunities that another player would have definitely exploited. So I'm glad the Sky Gods did finally get a catch out.
There's no end to this, is there? They're just always fighting. We're used to kind of waves of attack here in the finals, you know, like a team fight after team fight. I wouldn't say it's not strategy. It's clearly part of the game plan to be playing this kind of skirmish strategy for both sides, but I just don't know if it's favouring either team at the moment. And you'd expect it to favour the team with the MML, but, you know, Sky Gods are the one on top right now. They're not holding the box, but they have that cash out to their names, and Refine are chasing the game.
Absolutely. And you see them kind of hopping up to the top of the roof for a fight. A little poorly planned.
Nice.
Because there goes Fresh. Nice rocket, absolutely.
I'm reloading.
They are all kind of a little bit of damage. And they just now have to grab the cash out and get set up. I think they're going to try and take it over to C.
Yep, and Pika taking a little bit of damage there. Well, actually no damage, just the glitch. As Uni sent that his way. But doesn't matter too much. Again, there's just no respite. They're always being chased, they're always being harried. Uni from above with the M11 just tickling the the orange bars as they run through into the orange building. And C is quite close by. I imagine they'll be going for C with this. Oh no, A, sorry. A is the closest for this box, so...
Yeah, and getting chip damage really is kind of important because it just gives you that little bit of buffer time where somebody's low and before they either get a better teammate or the timer respawns. And there it is again, like he's just getting just enough to keep them slightly wounded where you're really forcing their medium to do a lot of work.
Uni just dropped his own teammate into the objective room there. I'm not too sure if that was intentional, but either way, they've come out relatively unscathed as our Pika has to be slow reds to there. That's important there, that the medium keeps himself up and ready with the heal, with the defib. That's what's going to keep his team alive. Sample being healed up as I say that. And they're able to defend this point from above. The question is, how are Refine going to engage here?
Yeah, I mean, I try and drop it and get it in more in your position. I think that's what they're going to do. I do see them kind of setting up.
Nice view of Holto CEO there. Thank you.
Lower levels, and yeah, it is dropped down, and we see them, they were able to get the steal.
They're playing for the retake here. They didn't seem too fussed by that steal, but they want to go in while the players are in there, get the kills, and force the steal back. They're committing their utility now, not to getting the frags, but to getting the steal back. It hasn't been successful. The Pike comes up and deals a fair bit of damage. Doesn't matter, though, because his teammates are putting in the work. Uni, with some cleanup duty, taking out our Pika. That is the medium going down, the sole medium on this HHM lineup. And Basila taken out as well, and that is a wipe against Sky Gods. Refine now clean to go for that steal, and we will go to 3 cash outs on Fortune Stadium.
Yeah, and Noppa was doing great with that Pike. Really cool to see that in play for the first time, because it just has so much utility, and I think you were right, bringing it into this map was the perfect call. So Refine, really great steal on that. I thought that Sky Gods was able to kind of get it when they pushed in. They threw that dome shield down, but it just didn't work out for them.
Perhaps I spoke too soon. There is an opportunity here if he goes straight for the steal, but he needs his heavies and his utility in there. In comes the dome, in comes the heal steal. Are they going to be able to do it? They're sticking it. They've done it! What a steal! God. And just like that, Sky Gods, at the last second, take it from Refine, and they are back in this series. That was to keep them in the game.
Yeah, they did it. They won. Fortune went their way at the very last second. And, you know, I don't know what Refine was doing. They were just a little bit too far away from the point. And, yeah, they weren't able to get in there in time. You could see even the glitch that went off, and it broke down the heavy shield. But they were able to still just keep him healed enough to grab that steal at the very last second. Amazing gameplay.
A dome and heal steal in the year of our Lord Season 4. Like, those were both nerfed. You're not supposed to be able to do that anymore, right? No, apparently you can. So, off the back of a heal steal. Huge from Sky Gods.
And that's what I was saying earlier, is that I feel like the game is pretty balanced. Like, you know, nothing feels overpowered right now. And I think this might be a perfect example of it. So, cool to see that going down, even with these major changes in this season.
I can't believe I said Skyway... I said Fortune Stadium will go to 3 cash outs. I literally jinxed it. I'm so sorry, Refine. You can sue me. I'm the one that jinxed it.
That's my job to mess that up.
True. Well, we're back in it. We're definitely going to see Horizon now. That is the next map on our docket, meaning that Kyoto will be the only map not played today, and the only map yet to be played in Breakout as a whole. Do we care? That's the question.
I think it's a very pretty map, but other than that, I just think that it's too open and too big.
So what they need to do is they need to just do a lore drop on Kyoto where they decide, whoops, like a kind of Cis Horizon style map rework where they just drop 3 massive walls, like sky to floor walls in the middle of the map somewhere. Just cuts the map in half. Looks like a glitch. But it's not. And then put a few more jump pads everywhere. Like, just do that to the map. Have it like Kyoto 20, 50, 58 or whatever. That's not a number, you know. But, and then it will be fun. It will be a good map at that point. And also get rid of moving platforms. Get away with that. Like, it's an awful mod. Just don't...
Oh, no,
make them go around in a small circle. Don't make them go around the whole map.
No, I
Can't do
completely
moving
disagree. I think it's fun. I think that the one thing that I would say for moving platforms is make it where the cash out can't be bounced off. I think that
No, that's the best thing about it. The best thing about it is that you can
just
take
don't
the
like
cash out
you
off
don't
it.
like the moving platform, so you're just trying to move away from the one thing that
No.
makes it unique.
I hate the fact that you can win a team fight on that map against the team that are defending the cash out, and then go, okay, let's go for the steal. Oh wait, the cash out is now 200 meters away. What's that about? Like, make it go around in a small circle like on Skyway. That's fine. Soul moving platforms can go do one as well. I hate that mod. Anyway, so Sis Horizon, a map with no mods. Thank Christ. That's what's up next. And yeah, has Skygod's fortune changed? That's the headline. It's a bit of a rubbish headline because it asks the question. It's like a clickbait headline. You wouldn't see it in a newspaper.
I don't know. I think that one of the biggest things that's just happened is that they got lucky on that last cash out. They executed it perfectly, but the time was in their favor, their spawn was in their favor, and I think that they just kind of caught out Refined at a moment that I feel like it was more luck than skill. So I think that they are going to either need to show that again, that they can kind of hop in there and take dominance like they just did, or not. So we'll see kind of what happens in Skyway. So, yeah.
This might be my last chance to mention it, and I have to do it now. I've had a screenshot up on my second monitor for like the past 4 hours that I keep forgetting to look at, and I finally looked at it. So, Etelko, who you may know, player for NTHX, very good French player, heavy main, was streaming earlier, and he was doing a finals players tier list, just ranking the players in the finals. And interestingly, some players that are in today's game made it onto that list. So just so you're aware, Sam Quabox comes under the very good player tier, which is pretty good. He's in the list with Noli, with Alphonse, some very good players. Unfortunately, his teammate Arpika has only made it into the good player tier, which is one tier below. So Arpika, we need you to prove Etelko wrong. That is like, push your way up a tier. That's the goal for today. You've already done a heel steal. All right, that gets you a point. That moves you a little bit further forward. I don't think it moves you up a tier, but you can do it. I know you can do it. All right, get a bit higher up. Get to the goats. Join Oscar. Oscar's top of this list, and rightly so.
For a good reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was quite entertaining, that list today. No,
it was great.
And, yeah.
Some of the best finals content around right now.
All right, we're hopping into it. This is Skyway Stadium. This could be the decider for Refined, or it could be the comeback story from Sky Gods. We'll see here shortly. As we see, Sky Gods are in orange. Yes, I think so. Cool. Makes it a little easier, and Refined is in purple. We see Sky Gods gets the opening vault 1. They're charging right into Refined. I don't know if it's intentional or if they're just trying to make
for these kills.
Yeah.
A very fortunate Goo emerges from nowhere to protect the light. And he would have scarped away. He'd be full health by now. But a secondary engage comes here as Sam Quabox spots the whole team ahead of him. Decides to switch to that mesh shield to push on in. He's walking into a crossfire though. You're walking into a crossfire. Don't do that. Now you're dead. That was a very questionable decision from Sky Gods to push in that way, and it has cost them the team fight.
I think that his healing beam overcharged, and they kind of pushed in thinking that he had more of a support than he did.
They saw the light on the right-hand side, though, surely. That wasn't just us. That wasn't just our wall hacks that we have. We saw it from his perspective. So, yeah, little bit of a misstep there from Sky Gods to try and commit. Not only committing to pushing the fight into a crossfire, but to push the two people, right? Like, obviously he wanted to shield against the two guns, but I don't know what the players behind him were doing. They should have been focusing on the player that was separated. Go for the 3 versus 1 in every situation.
Yep, well, here they go. They've respawned, and they're starting to push in. We see that the Rapika is hopping in, maybe leading the charge. His team does seem to be following behind him. I think it's important that they stay together. I think too many times we've seen them just split up. But it does look like they might have switched, and they are getting kind of a little closer as a team. But we do see that Refined is set up pretty much on the roof. So they do have a little bit of distance in front of them, and it might not be the best position to be with Sky Gods coming up the stairs. They do have a nice D-mat, great view right into them, so it seems that they are covered on the roof there. You see them holding the glitch.
Ooh, I like this.
Ooh, what a great position from Uni. That is, I'm going to steal that because that's great.
Yeah, it's forced the engage out from SkyGods, and they've gone in with suboptimal HP, shall we say. One of them takes the gateway back up, and the other one takes the jump pad. But at the moment, it's only Uni alive for his team, as SkyGods have managed to wipe out the 2 mediums. But we have seen what Uni can do defending a cash out by himself in the past. He's going to do a little underhand throw to the glitch grenade, but unfortunately that means it catches him as it bounces off the mesh shield. Well, it doesn't bounce off the mesh shield, it bounces off something else. Does get the kill on our Pika though, so the retake is now an option as they are 3 versus 2, and they add some crucial damage there onto one of his opponents. Basila, the last alive here for SkyGods, defending this point as the sole heavy. The rest of the team don't really seem to care, but the final medium comes in and wipes him out, and this should be a clean and easy steal back for Refined. SkyGods never quite got a handle defending that point.
Yeah, and at first I thought that Refined was like not in a great position because we saw Uni fighting when he was the only person up. But it just seemed like it actually worked out in their favor because even after he died, his 2 teammates were able to spawn, come in there, and get the final kills. And by the time he was there, they were able to get the steal. So
it's just never letting his opponents settle, right? Like, there's something to be said about this medium heavy comp. They want to have that downtime between fights, and Refine just aren't letting them have it.
Yeah, and we've seen so many times that SkyGods have pushed into a point already at half health, and I saw that again happening. And when you're just going in like that, you're going in at such a disadvantage. So, yeah, it is just keeping them, just not giving them a break.
RPQ getting a sniff of the whole of Refine on the other end of his gun. Decides he doesn't want anything to do with that. Waits for his heavies to come back up. Sambobox is going to have to do a lot here, as he's the last alive. The medium and heavy taken down by that burst from Refine. Sambobox loses out in the 1 versus 1. The light comes out on top, and the mediums are there to back him up as well. He couldn't see any of them in that final engagement. It was just a 1 versus 1 as far as he was concerned. But
yep. Well, and I'm glad that we had the view that we did, because it showed how like challenging a light can be as they're dashing around, because he was focused on one area, and then before you know it, Uni was just on his left, on his right, and just having to turn and being slow as a heavy really played a disadvantage to him, and he was cornered. So, interesting gameplay, and yeah, I think that SkyGods have really got to step it up, because this might be it.
This could be it. They could have maybe 1, maybe 2 more fights here. If they don't get a steal, then Refine take this map and the series, knocking the SkyGods out, with Refine going through to Worlds. So let's see what happens here. RPG at the ready, marching along the edge of that wall, and Sambobox takes a boatload of damage. Our Pika is not ready to heal him. They drop down. Sambobox is being healed up at the time, right now, but they're all at half health. They do manage to get a kill on Not Bubba. That is one of the mediums on the side of Refine taken out, and they're doing quite well for it here. A second kill. There's now 2 versus 1 in shooter. 1 versus 1, it would seem, as Uni. In fact, Bubba has been rezzed, and they're closing down on this pink player, and Refine coming out on top yet again. I don't know how, because SkyGods seem to be ahead in that fight, but now SkyGods only have 1 chance.
Yeah, it really keeps going back to every time I see them go for an engagement, they're either not being healed or they're at half health, and it just, you're just not going to do well pushing in. Yeah, somebody disconnected, and it's too late into this game to restart.
Oh, goodness me. Yeah, so for our rules, in fact, I don't know about you, but I'm getting a frozen feed now. Has something happened in the finals universe? Because this does not look good. We will find out shortly. I hope we get a producer in our ears explaining what's going on right now. But yeah, this is a very strange situation right now.
Yep. Well,
I'm gonna
we see
bring up the rules very quickly
us,
so that I can see what's going on and what happens in this situation.
Oh, it's paused. Ah, okay. So I forgot that that's actually a feature that they can
We have a pause in this game. Oh, sorry. Okay, so I'm a I'm a Rainbow Six caster first and foremost. I do not have the luxury of a pause in this game. I've never seen it before. This is great.
Yep.
Okay.
So using the pause, that would explain why everybody started having a stroke.
Let's calm down, everyone. Let's calm down. We will get the rest of our game. Fresh is just going to reconnect. He's been struggling. 1 and 4. I can see what's happening in chat. But regardless, we're going to wait for them to reconnect. What a moment. We have literally potentially one fight left of the day. And we may have to just take a moment before it happens to kind of sum up what could happen. One fight left. If Skygods win this fight and get the steal, then we are still going. But if Skygods lose, and if Refine manage to take this fight after Fresh reconnects, then we will see our second team go through today. We appear to be back
in the game. It does look like
game.
we've got to start, but Refine has a 24-second countdown timer on, so this might
He's just not going to be in this fight.
Yeah. There we go. The steal is going down.
Oh, the pike!
Damage.
Oh, but he can't land the shots through the staircase. But it doesn't matter because Uni gets the final shots onto that medium, and that's a wipe! They win the 2 versus 3! Refine defy the odds. Skygods just cannot get it over the line, and they are out.
That's it. Yeah. Skygods had every opportunity to take it and kind of bring themselves back. But, they were kind of the weaker team going into this, and Refine did amazingly. I'm still impressed that Skygods was able to get Fortune Stadium, but maybe they were just kind of not as prepared going into that. There is a chance that the teams just don't have the same experience. So, yeah, overall, what a great series. Any thoughts kind of on this last match that we just saw?
Wow. Well, I mean, I feel sorry for Skygods because a lot of the time you watch a game and you think this is a team that have won, right? And Refine don't feel like a team that have won. Skygods feel like a team that have lost. So that is how it feels to have just watched that game. Sometimes that's just the way it is. Refine, they played well, don't get me wrong. But at every turn it felt like Skygods were making some error, some misplay, and that final fight just summed it up for me. 3 versus 2 against a light and a medium.
And they just went for the steal. Yeah, and they went for the steal right away, and they didn't go for a kill. Like,
they just didn't have the cover. Like, no one is fighting not Bubba at all. They're concerned with the light that's harassing them. They're not getting killed. We didn't see Bubba or Uni take any damage. They took no damage in that 2 versus 3. That just goes to show that Skygods weren't there to fight. They were there to steal. But you've got to have covering fire. Someone's got to be doing that job. Refine, though. Let's just take it back to them. They have secured themselves a spot in Worlds. Congratulations. They're up there with Mops and with the entire rest of the victors from Split 1 and Split 2. 2 more spots remain, Rio. And those will be determined at the final LCQ 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, well, it's interesting to mention that Skygods still can play in the second one. So they do have one more chance to get into this. They obviously made it far enough to get in here today, so we might see them again. And we might see, because it is in 2 weeks, we might see a more refined and more, polished Skygods. So I really, recommend that they give it another try. Because I saw slivers of really good plays. I saw, some teamwork that made me see that this could be a really good team. So hopefully you go back and watch the demos from today and learn some stuff and, improve as a team. Because I think that they have something there.
Yeah, they absolutely do. There's potential. And, they only made it this far because they're good enough to get this far. And coming second or coming third in this event means that you're the best team that hasn't qualified yet, potentially.
Yeah,
like
that's a great way of putting it.
They could take the next event by storm. So don't be too discouraged, Skygods. Definitely go back and work on some of those plays because there are things, and now there is tape on you. Bear that in mind. People coming across you now, they know what you're like. They've seen you play. You've got a bit of a target on your backs, perhaps. So you've got to be ready for that. You've got to stay one step ahead of the curve. But congratulations again to Mops and to Refine.
Yep.
I am wondering if we have anything more to do here. This could be it. We sometimes do an MVP thing. We'll find it out. No, I think we're not doing an MVP. Let's just give an honorary sort of MVP, Rio, to today. Is there someone? I have a couple of players in mind that I think could possibly deserve a kind of MVP award from us. Just an informal one.
Demon definitely was really impressive. He seemed to struggle a little bit in the first 2 maps that we saw him, but after that he just smooth sailing, and it was fun to watch him every time that we switched over to him. The other person, let me look down my list.
I think Quiz is the player you're trying to remember from the other game as well. Quiz was excellent on the pike, and it was some really high quality pike action we got to see. I was very impressed with Bubba as well today. I thought Bubba did well.
Not Bubba.
Not Bubba, correct. It's a bit... It's when you try and shorten a name, you just ignore the not, and that completely ignores the point of the not. You know, I'm bad. What can I say?
It's okay. But yeah, I think that there were some really great players today, and as we said at the beginning of the stream, that these were people we hadn't seen before. So it was cool to see new talent, and like you said, like you pointed out, these players that really kind of performed above and beyond what we normally see. So it will be exciting to see all of the teams in the final event after this last chance qualifier coming up in 2 weeks. Can't wait to see more finals coming up, and if you have people out there that want to compete, you do still have a chance. You have one more event, so get registered, get signed up, and get your games cast, and have some footage out there.
Absolutely, it's so much fun to do this sort of thing. So 2 weeks time, be here or don't be here. As that's not a saying. Just do it.
It is,
that's
or
a
it's
saying.
not.
There you go. Just do it. So. It's been a pleasure, Rio, as always, to be on the desk alongside you. Thank you very much to Stars and Waltz, our producer and observer combo. We had some tasty observing, tasty production, all the replays, fantastic. Really makes our jobs a whole lot easier. That's going to be it from us. Come back in 2 weeks' time when we'll be doing all this all over again for the final 2 spots for Worlds. Stay safe, San Diego.
Yep, see you around.
Obviously has so much staying power, but they've really boxed themselves back in there and taken a lot of damage for it. Down goes one.
Great team just kind of get picked away. Yep, that is great shots from the shotgun.
Downwatch has gone down though, and they have got the res above. Ooh, down goes the Overwatch of Mops here. Shotgun, but he's gone down immediately there, and they just do not have the staying power. Sky Gods may well have just done enough here with this fortress they have built.
They got upset. I had to put all their egos in check. I want the money, the power, respect, and I heard you know so-and-so, you not a threat, cause I really know so-and-so, they like my family, so they go pretend that they cool till they bust at your motherfucking chest. I'm getting gutter, my flow been like butter, my check in the bank, they see the number. All of my haters feel 1 of 2 ways, really upset that they show some respect. I can't even think about it, I've been up, so read about it, no beat around it, straight to it, no ring around it, you coming for me, we'll see about it, we'll never see it when I get my feet up, 100 meters where I run the fear, and go king and I'm on a beer, I had to re-up on a reel, so you stay the feeder, and put it back into the beat, cause I don't really need it, I heard they checking for me, no one checking on me, so I had to go run up a check. I got the message on me, ain't no flexing on me, my attorney gon' call and collect. Blessings on blessings for me, my successes only made them envious, they got upset. I had to put all their egos in check. I had to put all their egos in check. You're not entitled to anything else. I get 10 years of this under my belt. Your art is an art, they don't feel it, and nobody hears it. Initiative stay on the shelf. Your ego done got in the way. It gotta die today. It gotta go. I lighten the load. The weight of your arrogance heavy as stone. I'm making an appearance. They already know that you want to show the crumble and fall. Yeah, it's not a secret that you have been fearing the shit that I'm on. So you have to brag and boast, but I'm in a class of my own. I heard they checking for me, no one checking on me, so I had to go run up a check. I got a message on me, ain't no flexing on me. My attorney gon' call it collect. Blessings on blessings for me, my successes only made them envious, they got upset. I had to put all their egos in check.
These brothers my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep wave on my side, CJ I never got to roll with ice. No rush, go on, you dumb. Push and show on, you dumb. Peace and love into peace and gloves. Now you got a deal run up. Generations caught up, look how things will switch. People that quick, that they wanna move out the bits. Boy wanna drill some bitch, nah. Unless you heard it from me, then you ain't heard it from me. Got it from me, all that NG extra. They always see me with the hit.
Sure, leaving the beaters alone. Me with a squeeze, I get no feelings involved.
Child, leaving them beaters alone. Me with a squeeze. I got that B, she got that G, but she ain't know the way. She knew my face, she heard my name, pulled up and caught the wave. I'm feeling lonely, so I hope she stay. I'm confident when I'm drinking rain. I hope you get a taste. This black being a stereotype, I'm up on the hype. These niggas, they coming around, they tryna just fuck with my vibe. Playboy like my name was Cardi. All my black Barbies, they come around along me. It's like I got on.
Sure, leaving the beaters alone. Me with a squeeze, I get no feelings involved.
Child, leaving them beaters alone. Me with a squeeze.
Oh my God, I'm just playing with them now, yeah. Oh my God, what she saying, say it loud, yeah. I can't respect it, I'm in the gym, but I am not flexing. Came from a Ford, I'm needing a Lexus. Shooting like Luke, I told him I'm next, shit. Oh my God, I'm just playing with them now, yeah. Oh my God, what she saying, say it loud, yeah. I can't respect it, I'm in the gym, but I am not flexing. Came from a Ford, I'm needing a Lexus. Shooting like Luke, I told him I'm next, shit. I got a ball, I told them I'm here, I'm not waiting for y'all. They hit my phone, but I ignore the call. I got the drive and I see that they stall. I bought a whip and I paid it in cash. Numbers keep growing like what's on the dash. Drop me the Addy, I pull it the maps. Dressed in a white tee, I bought it a Gap. Hitting the gas, he trailing behind. This in his games, but I stay on my grind. I told my fan that we all got me fine. Said I'm a star, that's why they all align. Said I don't rob it like all of these guys. I told them all like a million times. Waiting for me, but they know I arrived. What I'm doing to y'all, it should be a crime. I told him, oh my God, I'm just playing with them now, yeah. Oh my God, what she saying, say it loud, yeah. I can't respect it, I'm in the gym, but I am not flexing. Came from a Ford, I'm needing a Lexus. Shooting like Luke, I told him I'm next, shit. Oh my God, I'm just playing with them now, yeah. Oh my God, what she saying, say it loud, yeah. I can't respect it, I'm in the gym, but I am not flexing. Came from a Ford, I'm needing a Lexus. Shooting like Luke, I told him I'm next, shit. Shooting like Luca, said that I can't, but I told him I do it. Up in the morning, I sweat it, it's brewing. Hitting these goals like I play for the Bruins. Thought that I told them I can't, but was mine. They throwing shade, but I'm still gonna shine. They check my wrist and they know it's my time. They ain't seen the numbers, I swear that they blind. But that's how it goes, they know when I'm chose. Need me the flowers, not talking no roses. Whipping the Chevy, I need me the ghost. I need the money for me and my bros. Ice in my veins, I swear that it's froze. They know when it's heat, it's like right out the stove. Way that I'm shooting, they think I'm a pro. I told them so much that they really should know. That's real. Oh my God, I'm just playing with them now, yeah. Oh my God, what she saying, say it loud, yeah. I can't respect it, I'm in the gym, but I am not flexing. Came from a Ford, I'm needing a Lexus. Shooting like Luke, I told him I'm next, shit. Oh my God, I'm just playing with them now, yeah. Oh my God, what she saying, say it loud, yeah. I can't respect it, I'm in the gym, but I am not flexing. Came from a Ford, I'm needing a Lexus. Shooting like Luke, I told him I'm next, shit. Phone started jumping, what a day. Swear to God I need it, now I can't afford to wait. I just had a fan hit me up from Kuwait. Told him this would happen and we not a minute late. Seen him down bad, now they tryna hate. Same ones try to hit me for the raise. Got a meal, now they coming with a blaze. Check the numbers, fam, I swear I'm getting paid. I'm a Don just like the Perrier. It's one time when I'm looking at a face. On the low like I'm pushing up the bass. Told him come down and I'll meet him at a gate. Got a check and I bought myself a place. They get some money and they blow it on bait. I don't flex but I'm pushing all the weight. Told them all I swear I got it's what it takes. Phone started jumping, what a day. Swear to God I need it, now I can't afford to wait. I just had a fan hit me up from Kuwait. Told him this would happen and we not a minute late.
Big time, number 9. Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the number, that's a lot of crime. Try to take it from me, must be out your mind. Big time, lot of slime. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of pine. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try to take it from me. Big time, big time, big time.
Big time.
Running up the numbers, that's a lot of crime. Try to take it from me, must be out your mind. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of crime. It's running over with the dollar signs. Try to take it from me. Big time. Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the numbers, that's a lot of grind. Try to take it from me, must be out your mind. I'm big time, lot of shine. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of pine. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try to take it from me, from me, from me, from me.
Big time. Number 9. Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the numbers, that's a lot of grind. Try and take it from me, must be out your mind. Big time, lot of shine. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of pride. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try and
competition. But if you go against me, you the opposition. But if you wanna test to look like you could close the distance, I'ma give it A forever since you're so persistent. With you, I'm just practicing, cause I'm back to back, let's get back to winning. As a matter of fact, I'm not that forgiving, cause you did this to yourself, that's a bad decision. I don't see no one in front of me, you is a ghost, you ain't got a soul. Whoa, always say that they gon' come for me, knowing they won't, they doing the most. Whoa, chasing my, gotta get already, not selling my, you on the, y'all moving, ready to, whoa.
I'm the main event, ain't no back before, let's get it. Heartless energy, yeah, better get lost, okay with it. Ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me. You can try to prove me wrong and try to give respect, but who we looking for if there was no one left? Ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me.
This my game won't stop, no, I can't fit in your box, whoa. That's demolish shop, froze, set the scene, no plot, hoes, whoa. Please don't play me, cause when I let the beat sound, you think I'm crazy. But none of you critics gon' phase me, so when I talk like this, don't blame me, I know I'm bad with it, go against a goat, that's bad business. All of y'all are jokes so sad with it, to me, you're just a ghost, don't get mad with me. Just, it's a my, gotta get, already, not selling my, you on the, y'all moving, ready to, whoa.
I'm the main event, ain't no back before, let's get it. Heartless energy, yeah, better get lost, okay with it. Ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me. You can try to prove me wrong and try to give respect, but who we looking for if there was no one left? Ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me, ain't nobody in front of me.
$100 grams.